Hello and welcome back to another exciting adventure in the Unsleeping City. I'm your Dungeon Master, and with me, as always, are our intrepid heroes. Say hi, intrepid heroes.
Hi, intrepid heroes.
Hello.
We'll get it one day. Yeah, we're back with episode 2, everybody. Last we left off, our heroes have, more or less, found themselves in a hidden world that exists as a parallel to their own bread and butter that was New York City. And they have been asked to, in some regard against their will, become protectors in some form or fashion of this magical world. They are both dazed and confused, again, to some regard, each of them coping in their own way. And some of them just flat out aren't taking it very well. Heroes, we descend into Times Square with this strange icy fortress with an icy blue light. You guys see these horrifying mutated Santa Clauses, some with these huge insectoid carapaces, some with tentacles moving around with where their arms should be. Some kind of, like, instead of faces, they have these, like, circular mouths, that when they open up, it's like, ah! They have, like, teeth all around the inside, like a tunnel of, like, razor-sharp teeth. Some with, like, little mandibles, all just going, like, in this weird, creepy, like, Merry Christmas! As you guys are funneled off the bus by Suzette, your, like, ghostly, bus driver, who kind of just ushers you off like, yeah, all right, yeah, here's your stop downtown. Thank you for riding the New York public transportation. Have a good day. The door closes behind you, and you guys are just kind of thrown to the wind. Let me go ahead and get you this map so that you guys can see what it is that you're up against. That's mad loud.
Yeah, it's pretty loud.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
It's all good in the
It's
hood.
all good.
In the hood. In the hood. Go.
All right. Bam, bam. If you guys look at your roll 20s, you will see where you are at.
No. Why is map so blurry?
Here in New York City. Huh?
Why the map so blurry?
That giant thicket there at the end is obviously that big icy cocoon kind of thing. Actually, I gotta go ahead and get you guys your tokens in here. In the meantime,
Yes.
How do I change my ID? Like my profile?
At the bottom it says as, and then has like a little drop down arrow. You can change your name. At the bottom to the right.
Okay, what do I have?
let me go ahead and give you guys control.
How do we get rid of these again? The names.
Smoke. And I
Boom.
should have the others.
Oh shit, I forgot to change my picture on Roll20 for Diego.
Okay, so, I will be right back. Your boy has messed up.
What'd you do?
Nothing at all. Give me just a moment.
That's a smart place to put them. Until then, can we have the chat join in? Hi chat, how you guys doing today?
Is everyone up for a little bit of RP while we for the DM?
Oh,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
If you guys rode the bus all the way here, I was assuming in silence, but if you guys like want to like talk about some stuff before you get here, we can go ahead and rewind, maybe say like a few minutes, like on the bus right here.
Sounds good. Sam, what was your character's name? I'm sorry, man.
Henry.
Still haven't-
Henry.
Hey, Henry, you got I mean, really? You know what's going on?
I know what's going on. I know what we're here to do. I don't know why. I don't know. So what are you?
Me? Oh, I'm Alejandro's. That you remember the Hispanic guy? Before at the Gramercy? Yeah, I'm his apprentice. I'm a wizard, you could say.
Right. Like a wizard. So like.
Yeah. So what you saw before was a firebolt. It's like a easy spell. You throw like a thing of fire out.
You could just like throw those.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking dope. It's cool. I use him for everything, dude. Turn on the stove, make coffee. Had a couple accidents, but
Can like.
It's a horrible
Can
use of
anybody do that?
huh?
Can anybody do that? It's like.
I mean, are you good? Do you know magic? Like maybe like some people have just the potential within them. You wanna try to do some magic?
You give me a deck of cards and I'll show you a little bit of magic.
So what do you do? I mean, I saw you were trying to take on those guys. How do you fight?
With my hands.
With your hands?
Yeah. I get a little loose. I just like you know?
I get you, man. I got you.
I did 8 years overseas. Expert hand-to-hand combat, but you know.
Oh yeah, what were you
From the
stationed?
military?
Quebec.
Quebec?
It's pretty cool.
What about you, Smoke? What you do, man? I only seen you like twice, so.
Let's just say I work for. I take no offense.
I know,
So
it's cool. It's cool.
Smoke. So I've been visualizing. So is your character like full-on Dragonborn, or is he just the lower jaw?
I sent you guys pictures in the chat recently. It was the last pictures I sent. It was all of your guys' Sleeping City versions. Look in the messenger chat.
Yeah, but I imagine that that's just a Dragonborn. I don't know if like he's like full-on Dragonborn because I know Hero Force doesn't let you do human's face with dragon's jaw.
Yeah, but he's basically like the human's face, dragon's jaw.
Got it.
And
Okay.
really just
Either way.
really weird looking skin.
It's metal.
Got it. What about Charlie? What do? You kind of came out of nowhere.
The whole time you guys have been
Black and Rock.
The whole time you guys have been talking, Charlie's literally just like staring out the window, kind of rocking back and forth. And when you call her, she like doesn't answer. She's like, it's almost like she's like she's thinking about anything else but this.
Wolf girl. Hey,
Oh, I hear. Okay.
What?
Hey, you good? You with us?
I mean, I guess I'm good. I mean, I'm with you. I guess. I mean, is anyone else a little bit freaked out about this? I mean, there's just fucking snow people and like.
No, not really.
This is a Tuesday.
Santas. I don't know. I'm a little off the rocker on this one.
Hey, when we get out of this bus, we're gonna have to be watching each other's back out there. I need to know that you're good, that you're in top shape.
I mean,
Hey,
yeah, I got your back no matter what. I just I can't tell if I'm in a dream or if this is real.
All right, well, just smoke. Anything? Just smoke it. Can smoke help you feel better?
What? We're about to
If you
fight
attack me, I will shoot
ravenous
you.
snow people.
Not
It has
you.
to be if I.
No, I see the confusion. I'm talking about like cigarette.
Oh.
Henry Henry walks
Hey.
over with a metal flask. You old enough to drink?
No, I'm okay on both of those.
That's all right. I won't tell no one. Here you go.
Hey, I'll take some of that.
It's There's enough to go around. I got 2 flasks, actually.
You know, I don't know where your mouth has been. I'd rather not share the same saliva.
Oh, you know, it's been.
Hey man,
Smoke takes a swig.
I like wipe the top of it with my shirt. There you go.
I'm gonna take a swig. This guy has enough balls to stand up to some fucking trolls. He's cool.
I don't think that's ballsy. I think that's stupid.
It's straight Jameson.
Oh Jesus!
Hey man, you should have seen this guy. He was like all in their face.
And in the midst of that, the bus grinds to a halt. You guys are ejected from the bus, and we.
Can I tell? As we're walking out, I'm like, "Thanks, Suzette. Get the fuck away from here. Go."
She looks at you, like looks up, sees like what you're about to go through, and she goes, "Just another day, really." Skirks. So it closes, heads off.
Charlie's face is so sunken, just like, what the fuck is happening?
And just like that, you guys are back in. You guys have control over your tokens. Now, our exceptionally perceptive viewers will see what the boo boo was. And yeah, like I said, what you see in front of you is what you see in front of you. You see that 3 of these like mutated Santa bug. I don't know what we gotta call these. What we're gonna call these things, but these like bug blended Santas. Are 3 of them are currently around what looks to be a dude who's just flat out ripped in half. And they're just like they're just eating at him.
Berry monsters?
Sure.
Jingle giants.
They're not giants.
Could I do a
Are these normal?
Are these normal? No. Diego, you and Smoke, being of the Unsleeping City, I'll say without any checks, these are not normal. These are definitely mutated. Like I said, what you learned last session is that Santa's clones are not. They're not usually bug creatures. They're usually just like weird people, right? They just look like they're like they look like deformed people, as terrible as that sounds. In one way or another, they like, whether it's like a leg or something that hasn't fully grown in comparison to the others, their faces melt or whatever. But they don't look like insects. Cool?
what about the
No, I understand. Before we need any rolls, though, I need some initiative orders.
Rolling my dookie today. I just hold on.
You ready?
Yep.
5? Can we type it out?
If you want to type it into the chat, not the stream chat, obviously. The Roll20, you can absolutely do that, unless you prefer to just tell me.
I was just gonna put it on the next to my character thing on the initiative table.
Oh yeah, if you can type it into the initiative table, do that.
Yeah. You gotta exit out.
Yeah, you gotta exit out of the program for that. Next time on D&D. All right, so I need to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 d20s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bro, if I only have 6 d20s, of all of these dice that you guys can't, there we go. I'm about to say, of all of these dice that you guys can't see. All right. So they have an initiative of +1. So we got a Yeah. 17. 15. Got some nice serene music playing in the background while everybody dies.
That's just D&D, baby.
11.
Sully, are we doing the watch together thing for this session?
It's not up because I assumed that you guys didn't prefer it, but it is playing on stream. In the back, it's just really quiet. Is everybody's initiative entered in? No, I gotta enter Charlie's, which is a 13.
I got an 8.
Wow.
I got a 6.
I got a 5.
I got a rock.
I was gonna say that.
I rolled for 2.
I got a rock.
All right. Again, we're looking. You guys are face to face.
Christmas creeps. That's all.
That's a good one. You see that as you guys, the bus pulls off with like, I don't know if you guys know, but like city buses have giant engines in them.
Jolly jerks.
Jesus. I think they're like V12s. You fully hear like, it pulls off. And then they begin to one by one pop up, look your direction. You all rolled relatively poorly on initiative. And that being said, these guys are gonna act first.
I see insects.
It makes
I
sense.
can't think of any more, man. Come on.
Quick question: what's the difference between the green ones and the red ones?
Glad that you asked. You take a look at these guys. You see that, hold on, let me find it for you so I can get you, so you see that the red ones, they're just like very, and I use this term a little bit, not loosely, but like bladed and spines and, lots of sharp bits. The green ones, however, are a little bit thicker, a little bit more bulkier, kind of like what looked to be like a thicker carapace, if you will. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. And as I said, there is a guy that's between them all, just fully ripped apart. And so, he's gonna go ahead and move.
Henry's just gonna do one-liners from now on.
Oh, dude.
Someone.
Ready for
No,
like,
you will.
drunk harassment you're gonna get from this guy.
They have a movement speed of 30, so he can't move all the way there. And they're just gonna jump in the fray on you here. Oh wait, that's actually his turn. So, he's going
What'd you say
to
about the red ones? I didn't hear you.
give me a second. He's going to dash.
Kringle critters.
And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. The Kringle critters. I just got that. Oh, actually, this is a red one. I forgot. He's gonna move here. Diego, you're taking the first attack of the combat.
Congratulations.
Actually, I think I did.
Actually, what he's gonna do is you see that it fully sprints up to you. The midsection, like the right down the center, as if it has like a big zipper, like down its jacket. It's, by the way, all of these things are in Santa outfits, just like ripped apart and gross, but they are in Santa outfits. The middle of one, like as where like a zipper would be, fully shreds and rips open, revealing this toothy maw and like almost like a looking down like a pipe. And you just hear, and a bunch of shards of peppermint launch out, and this is gonna go towards Diego and Henry. I need you two to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Alright.
14.
14. And Henry? 18. Okay. You both take 3 cold damage. Let me go ahead and roll the recharge, which is a 6. Brutal. And then he's going to use his claws on you, Diego. Yikes. Weird. He takes one of his claws, having just like attacked you with a bunch of peppermints. Sounding with a bunch of peppermints. He takes one of his claws, rends it at you, Diego. Right at the very last second, you are able to put your stick up and like block the incoming claw.
Cool.
Oh, I see. Okay. Cool. There you go. Yeah, it should be better now. I'm gonna go ahead and actually and just turn this music off. Head back into the roll 20. He attacked. He's going to double move. Go there. Okay, first PC to act is Charlie.
Of course.
They're just like almost like running like giant gorillas at you at this point, just like knuckles to the ground, just sprinting towards you in this giant, massive horde.
Great. And again, I don't know if I either missed it because I was texting Anita or if I just didn't hear you, but what are the difference between the red and the green?
So these ones with the red circles, by the way, red and green Christmas colors. The red ones are a bit like spinier, and they've got kind of like, instead of tentacles, they're more like weird bladed kind of appendages. The green ones are a bit bulkier, a bit thicker. Their hide seems a little bit harder, and they're like I said, they're a little bit bulkier.
Cool. Can I roll a what can I roll to kind of see their weaknesses versus like whatever that is?
I will say you can give me a nature check or an arcana check.
I want to do. Yikes! They're both shitty. Can I get help?
Well, nobody would be able to help you because this combat.
Fuck.
So you'd have to wait until somebody else's turn so that they can give you the help action.
Yikes. Okay, I guess we're just gonna hope I roll good. I didn't. 12.
On who? Or for the check?
Yeah.
You, like, literally maybe like a few hours ago, these would have just looked like weird homeless dudes dressed as Santa. You've no idea what's going on.
Great. Wasted a free check. All right. So, Spiny versus harder hide. I guess I'm gonna go for Spiny.
All right, it is your go.
Yeah,
so.
I know, I'm looking. Okay. And then these guys I can assume are dead.
The only person that's dead is quite literally that guy. That's
This guy right here.
yeah.
Okay.
He's fully like he's
Solomon.
ripped in half and has like literal like chunks that have been eaten from him. What's up, Henry?
This is for the stream. Max is watching. He says he can only hear you.
Well, I figured out what the problem was. The audio for you guys was off, so they were only hearing you echo through my microphone.
Yeah.
But it should be taken care of now. You guys should be turned up, and they should be able to hear you.
All right. He's just saying he can only hear you, and it sounds like you're a mile away. But
Right now?
yeah, I'm also watching the stream, and that's facts.
Okay. I will turn my microphone up. I was letting you guys be louder, but I'll turn myself up.
I'm just letting you know for the viewers at home.
Understood.
Can anyone hear us at all? Like,
Well, like I said, the levels say that everybody's in yellow now.
see what chat says. Because right now Anita's still saying she can't hear you.
I wonder why that is.
We ever gonna have a
There you go.
we ever
Alright,
gonna
it
have a
sounds a
stream where
little better.
nothing goes wrong?
How about now?
There you go. Okay.
Okay, everyone, chat, let us know. Are we sounding better to you guys? Anita, I got. What about that other guy, Rajin?
Yeah, he says it's quiet.
That was earlier though, so we should be okay. Max, we good? Is Max Rajin? Who's
No. Max. Okay. Like I said, I'm in yellow. This is me.
Cool. Hey, everyone, do a mic check real quick.
Mic check 1 2 3 1 2 3. Mic check.
Mic check, mic check.
Yeah,
My
see
check,
there.
my check.
I'll actually turn you guys up a little bit more.
Okay.
Just try not to scream, because like I said, you guys are in yellow right now. So if you scream, you're gonna be in like red. So
Max said that he can hear us all better now.
Cool.
awesome, awesome, sauceum.
Cool beans. Let's keep it going.
Cool.
Shout out to Max.
Oh shit, it's my
Thanks
turn.
for watching.
Yeah, it is still very much your turn.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and bonus action rage.
What does it look like for the first time that like now that you're in the Unsleeping City, you're a full wolf person now?
So I know a lot of you couldn't see it because we hadn't shown you guys what we look like in the Unsleeping City version. But when Charlie is in the Unsleeping City, she kind of has more of a wolf-like appearance. This is what she looks like more or less while she's raging. Fuller snout, you know, real fur. When she's kind of just in the Unsleeping City, if any of you've ever seen Underworld, she kind of looks more like the hybrid, you know, flatter face, but still kind of has like a snout, you know, skin tone, a little hairier. But when she rages, she full on like wolf face comes out, humanoid, but like wolfy, like upright body. Definitely grows a couple feet. It's kind of scary. It's very much like, and then like up.
Just
like,
fully grows,
yeah.
like hulks out.
Very scary.
Hell yeah. You
And
rage.
immediately she goes from her like very kind, like, haha, what's happening, to like, let's get this. Like
Let's get it done.
She's scary.
Heard. Hell yeah. It is like you rage as a bonus action. You've got a couple of like what are we calling them? What
Christmas creeps?
Christmas creeps.
Jolly jerks? I don't know, I thought of a couple of them.
Insect-like Christmas creeps. Full gorilla chasing after you. And you have a move and an action left.
I'm also going to... Sorry, it's my first time playing this kind of character, and I have not been paying attention to my sheet too much, because I suck. Cool, okay, I'm just going to attack. I'm going to go ahead and hit Mr. Not Green Guy, so the red guy over here. Moving up and then over to avoid, not that they have an attack of opportunity, so I'm moving towards them. Okay, and then I'm going to hit them.
Roll attack.
Cool, but I am going to use my Form of the Beast, because when I enter my rage, I can transform, revealing my bestial power, so I can either use Bite, Claws, or Tail. I am going to use, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use Tail, actually.
Which is another thing that you just like you're like for the first time now that you've started like you fully like transform. It's like a weird. I'll ask you this: has Charlie begun to embrace that she's like an animal now?
Oh, she still has no idea. Like
this is just like second nature.
She's right now kind of blacked out. This kind of feels like a lucid dream more than anything to like humanoid Charlie. She has no idea that she had like until she like really maybe either looks in a mirror or like sees herself. She has no idea what's going on. She's kind of just like going with the flow. Like this animal part is taking over her mind.
Right.
And she's just Charlie's in the back.
The rest
The
of you
beast is in front.
The rest of you see Charlie like kind of takes a step back. That this little timid kind of like we're about to die. It's like fight or flight, and like the flight is starting to win. She takes a step back. You see something fully snaps inside of Charlie. She rips out of her shoes, goes onto hind legs, rips into this full wolf, like bestial wolf form, and then goes on all fours, charges at this guy. You moved
Also,
up.
I lied, by the way. I'm not going to use Tail. I'm just going to hit him.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to like punch him with my hand wraps.
Okay.
Cool beans.
You gotta move
Now
up.
I'm too far.
Yeah.
Sorry,
But yeah, you notice that she's got a tail, which is like not a thing that nobody has looked for yet. It's just like, oh yeah, that kind of makes sense anatomically.
Oh, wait, I have advantage. It's a strength-based attack, right?
Yes.
Cool. Because that was Dookie. Get out of here.
Wow.
Wow, Dookie! These rolls are sucking today. So that's +4. And then plus another... No, that's just +4. No. Sorry, I've never raised before. +2 to bonus. Okay.
So 4 plus 2. So 6 plus whatever. Or what's your attack bonus for your hand wraps?
I got it. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna assume that a 10 doesn't hit.
Your you straight punch him into his. It's hard, but you feel it like you're gonna need to swing a little bit harder. You're gonna have to put some more elbow grease into it.
Of course I will.
But you're pretty close to making it give way. Like you feel it, like you hit him, and he does that weird like anime slide where he slides back a couple feet, like. Tss, but he doesn't waver. But you definitely feel like if I go a little bit harder, I can definitely overcome him. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I rolled the dookie. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. 10 feet. 15, 20.
Technically, you've only spent 5.
Oh, 5.
Yeah.
10, 15, 25,
What
30.
is
Dope.
happening?
Okay. They're both gonna take attacks of opportunity on you.
Oh, great. Forgot about that.
What's your AC?
What'd they roll?
Somebody doing dishes?
Probably,
Shit, my bad, guys.
yeah, it's probably
Her.
Ed. It's always Ed.
They are using pack tactics. Well, one of them's using pack tactics, so he's going to roll with advantage. Doesn't matter. Does a 14 or a 13 hit?
13 does not.
Does a 14 hit?
Yes,
Heard.
bitch.
So that means that the bigger one is going to give you an attack.
Of course.
The big like hulking one, which is a D.
What is he rolling
Oof.
with? Sorry, what is he attacking with?
He's attacking with his claw. They all only have
So
claws.
is it bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing?
Slashing.
Cool. I have resistance to it.
Heard. So you take 11. Oh, I'm sorry. This one is bludgeoning damage. The big one has bludgeoning damage, which is still halved, I believe, because of your rage.
Yep.
So you take 11, halved to 6.
Cool. I'm just making sure I don't have anything else. Yep. No, that's it.
Yeah, you try to get away. The first one swings at you, and like they both swing at you, like one from the left, one from the right. As one of them just, you feel like a bludgeoning club hit you like right in the back of your neck. As you kind of scamper off, it actually like kicks your back legs out for a moment. All right. Next in the initiative is gonna be homeboy here.
That was Dookie.
Who's going to 10. He's got 7. Ooh. He's going to run after you, Smoke. He's got pack tactics.
Oh, that's freaky.
I need Smoke, Charlie, Smoke, Charlie, and Diego to roll dexterity saving throws, please. Henry, you are just outside of it.
Solomon, is that dexterity saving throw considered a ranged attack?
I would say it's not a ranged attack because that would be arrows and bullets. This is a breath weapon.
Okay. Heard. That's all
So
I wanted
it's
to know.
attacking you as an area attack, not as a ranged missile.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if I needed to be using my abilities and I was missing
What
it or not.
These are the rules I needed.
17.
17,
30, 20.
30, 20, Smoke.
Let me give it to you real quick.
Give it to me straight, Doc.
10.
10. That is a success for all of you.
Oh, nice.
Each of you takes 7, have 2, 4 cold damage.
Cold damage. Okay.
As again, he rocks over. He tries to go through you, Smoke, but you kind of like it's your guys are instinctively in battle. So like the minute that Charlie retreats behind you, you kind of stand in front of her to take the initiative, and he can't get through you. So again, you see like his whole face opens up like the Demogorgon, and just a bunch of peppermints come out and begin to slice you guys up. That's a 4. Okay. Next in the initiative. Yeah, they have begun to definitely close on you. So right there. Come in. There we go. Smoke, you're up. Diego, you're on deck.
Do better than
Cool.
me.
Okay. Smoke. Gonna crack his fingers. Just gonna bonus action. Drop his briefcase.
Uh-oh.
Alright. It's time to go to work. As he drops his briefcase, bonus action, Eldritch Cannon.
Jesus, just the name of that. What does that do?
Eldritch
Uh,
Cannon.
Eldritch Cannon is you create a Eldritch Cannon in an occupied space within 5 feet of you. Once you create the cannon, you cannot do so again. Basically, I create a cannon that can either be a flamethrower, force ballista, or a protector.
And which one are you making?
I am going to drop. You know what? I'm gonna drop my flamethrower.
Jeez. All right.
Oh.
I'm gonna give you this black circle.
Mhm.
I believe you can put it wherever it is that you want,
Yes.
within a certain range. So that circle is yours to represent your flamethrower, which you guys just saw that he drops his briefcase, and all of a sudden you see the briefcase like one of those like mini transformers, like hits the ground and opens, and when you expect documents and shit to fly out, folds inside out like folding a book cover to cover, and just begins to transforms into this whole quadrupedal flamethrower briefcase thing.
Grody.
Yep. So that he's able to act on basically his turn, so which basically acts after me. It's basically like a summon. And what action do I have? Because to summon that is an action.
So then you yourself have a bonus action and a move action left, but it will have whatever its turns and action economy is.
Okay, cool. So I am going to. I'm gonna take out my rifle. Smoke takes out his elegant rifle off of his shoulder, and he basically holds it out, and he goes, "Retribution, northeast quadrant."
Please, so I underestimated the spoon. Can you give me a spoon, baby, please?
So
It's my turn.
Retribution's gonna head over here,
Ah,
and he is going to.
what do you hate me?
Mute yourself, bro.
Oh, my bad, guys.
So that he's gonna let go a 15-foot cone of flames over this area.
I think you hit everybody except the people that are south, like most south.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
So, actually, be 5, 10 would be these two. So actually, you don't hit this guy, but you hit these three. Like,
Yeah.
you hit everybody
actually
that's like
works.
in that circle. Yeah.
Nice.
So
They have
what
to make a
do I need to
dexterity
roll?
saving throw.
Dex save? Heard. Got
Dex
you.
save.
Coming up. 3 dex saves.
3 decks.
That means the 2 reds have a dex of 1. So you got an 8 and a 15. And then your green guy there also has a +1, so an 18.
18 saves. The others do not.
Hell yeah. Alright, go ahead and roll damage, my dude.
So 9 points of fire damage. And halves for the successful ones.
9 half to 5.
Do they react negatively to the fact that it is fire?
They don't react negatively in the sense that it's like... They react negatively in the sense that it burned very bad. I'm actually going to put damage. Who did I say saved? The green one, yeah?
Yep.
So 9 damage taken. 9 damage taken. I will say this, though. Those 2 that failed are burned. Like, you fucked them way up. They're, like, they have visible holes, and some of this, like, that insectoid sinew is, like, starting to burn away, and they've got holes eating away into their, like, almost as if it was, like, acidic. It's very napalm, not like traditional flames. So, like, it's pure gasoline on them that is just eating and burning away at their like, rocky carapace. They do not look great. They are like barely keeping it together. That green one, however, is very much like still in the game.
Yeah.
But not in the sense that they may or may not. They don't. Oh wait, I lied. These 2 are completely immolated entirely. What is left is nothing but like very bitter and like just very like a very gross smelling ash.
Smoke just simply goes. Huh.
Yeah, but this guy is still still fully like fucked up. Like again, not he and to answer your question, they do act very negatively to fire.
Wizard
in the
boy.
sense that one of them
Fireball.
is literally piles of ash. Like
Alright,
I like that.
I'll do you one better actually. Or as good as I can right now.
Heard. Do you want to do anything else with your turn, Smoke?
I'm gonna. He is going to head here, and then head here.
Got you. Just moving around them. You would get an attack of opportunity if they weren't piles of ash. Cool.
Yes.
And it's just like it is just the sounds of popping at that point. Like it is still like flames, but you hear like just popping as like the carapaces have started to like bubble and boil from the heat. The one of them is still like trying to pat himself out. They hated that turn with everything of their entire being.
Smoke as he's basically running, he's not even running, he's walking and he's humming to himself.
I hate that. I hate that. I hate that so much.
And that's how he's gonna end his turn.
Got you. Diego, you are up. Henry, you're on deck. Wow, Henry, you rolled really poorly.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Shatter in this point, which is a 10 feet. Hold on, let me show this. Which is a 10 feet sphere. So it's gonna cover all of this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think you get everybody. No.
Yep, and I'm going to change the damage type to fire.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. College of scribes.
Oh god.
So
I'm sorry, just because I have to ask, do you have a fire spell?
Yeah.
Cool. That's all, because I gotta ask. Heard. You guys see what does this look like? What's this spell look like when you cast it? Like, so you cast Shatter, which is this like sphere of like force and sound, like a big sound wave, and then all of a sudden it becomes a raging inferno. What happens as Diego casts this spell?
I'm gonna say they never tell you guys about personal space in school, and like point my my staff at that point, and like that's pretty much what happens. It starts like this like distortion in the air, kind of like with a buzzing, which turns into like a full on like just a roar of fire, and I need dex saves from all of those people.
Oh yeah, coming up. Jesus. Heard.
As a response to that, Henry's just gonna look at him and be like, "Hey, how about you just keep the one-liners to me, huh, bud?"
You don't have a monopoly in one-liners, bro.
All right, dex saves are starting from the top, working my way to the clock, working my way clockwise. You got a 2, you got a 12, a 5, and a 17.
Only the 17 saves.
Gotcha. How much damage from this spell?
20.
20 damage. Well, in the midst of you saying, Henry, of you saying, like, why don't you keep the one-liners to me, you look at the enemies, a weird, like sphere of force that is being, like, swallowed, almost like a vacuum within itself, like a collapsing star, and then just whoosh, a flame wave shoots out in every direction. You turn to Diego to like, deliver your criticism. You turn back, it is a wasteland of ash and, like an oddly weird peppermint smell.
Yeah, the one that succeeded takes half of that.
Which is still 10, which is still, a lot of damage. There is a wasteland of bodies left. Like, there is 2 dudes left.
After seeing that, if it lets you do that, you can keep doing it.
Diego, you cast the spell this turn. Give me a perception check, please.
Yeah. Perception. Cool. Dirty 20.
Okay, two things. You see that for starters, when you ignite, like after you destroyed that one thick boy that was up there next to Smoke, he exploded. With a 20, you would know he exploded. He didn't just like, it wasn't a reaction to the flames per se. He just like he was coated in flames, kind of swelled up, exploded. It didn't seem like anybody was close enough to like really be affected by it or anyway. The other thing you see is further down the street in the towards that cocoon. You see that there's this like there's like this light. You hear something. So first off, you hear that there's like something is trying to batter its way out of the cocoon. Like you hear something is like fully like rumbling around in there trying to bat its way out. Just like on the inside of the chrysalis. And you see this like light, like there's like a weird tunnel entrance along the exterior, like a big like bee's hive, like a bunch of just tunnel ways. And there's like this weird ominous blue light just pulsing from the inside. Do you want to do anything else with your turn?
I'm going to move over here. Just kind of get out of the way. Wait, Smoke, if I stand here, am I in the way of your flamethrower?
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, if I stand over here, am I in the way of your flamethrower?
Yes, but it can move.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna move. Okay, so that's 1, 5, 10.
Also, I think a body used to be there, so you're probably standing on the body. Well, who knows?
You know what? It's fine.
There's
Not a big deal. I'm gonna
there
stand
are
back
literally
here.
like there's a combination of insect things as well as civilians kind of around here. The civilian casualties is on the lesser side. There's maybe like 2 or 3 people that are fully like that are actually just fully dead here. It seems you guys have arrived kind of in the nick of time in the sense that you've kept the casualties relatively low.
Yeah, I'm gonna just take a step back and stand behind Harry, kind of with like I'm gonna shoot from behind him.
All right. Is that the end of your turn? Everybody's
Yeah,
hiding
that's my
behind
turn.
Henry. Speaking of which,
The new
Henry,
guy.
it is your turn.
No, Charlie hid behind me. You know, the good idea of hiding behind the wizard.
She doesn't know better. She doesn't know.
The guy,
She's new.
She doesn't know
with
yet.
12 AC.
She's new.
Henry,
Yeah,
it
that's
is
my
your turn though. If I'm sorry, that's the end of your turn, Diego.
Yeah, that's it. That's the end of my turn.
Cool. Henry, you're up.
Mind you, this whole time, like Henry's like been sipping on his flask. So like after that, like he twists it back, puts it in his coat pocket, pulls out like his extendo staff, and like twirls it around a couple times. Well, let me join in the scoreboard. And he comes out. He's gonna run. How do I move? Oh, here we go.
Just click and drag.
That. Right there, and he's going to smack this guy with his staff.
All right, give me an attack roll.
Does a 9 plus 5, that's 14.
14 on him. You take a step forward. Bing! The staff springs open. Catch it, swirl it, crack him over his head, and the thing that you feel that immediately follows is just this brutal shockwave that sends down that metal staff right into your hand and then immediately into your shoulder, and you just tighten your grip to not drop your staff. But it is like being inside of like an aluminum like tube that somebody's hitting the outside of. You hit him and just straight bounce off. It doesn't do any damage, but you're definitely gonna have to put some more oomph into it if you want to hit him.
All right. Well, then I'm going to spend a key point to Fury of Blows him, which allows me to do 2 unarmed attacks. So for the first one, 10.
Same thing. You spin the staff behind your back, taking your other hand and just palm strike him right in the chest, and you crack like, and your hand slams into his chest and also just bounces off. He is a tough boy.
And the last one is 24.
Oh, that hits. Oh, that one definitely hits.
All right.
What goes through Henry's head as you attack him 2 of the 3 times and they just bounce off?
So the first one's just like, all right, gotta get a little harder, and then like when I punch, it's just like, okay, I'm kind of giving up, and like he's just getting like frustrated. He's just gonna like this last one's just like, what the hell, and like really like haymakers this dude.
Your martial art, your navy, like your SEALs training goes right out the fucking window as you're trying to maintain form, and you're just like, dude, you know what? And you just full sucker punch this guy, and you're allowed like you connect, and each of you hears a loud crack as his like shell fully breaks like on impact, and you get inside and you just hit like just fleshy guts on the inside.
Damage is 3 plus 3, which is 6.
Hello?
Hello?
I'm sorry, how much damage did you do?
6.
6? Yeah, you get in there and get those fleshy bits. You get it, you hit him, and you just like a loud as he rears from pain. And your fist is like in his body at this point. Like it broke through with enough force to like go in there. You pull your hand out, and it is just covered in just like viscous goo.
Well, and then, so after I make a Furious Blows attack, I can disengage, and I gain 10 speed. Or 10 feet
You
to
moved
my
how many
speed.
feet? 5, 10, 15. You moved 20 feet. You disengage. You have 15 feet that you can move.
I have 25 feet because my speed's already 40.
Oh, rip. So you get 20. Wait. So you move 20. That gives you 20 left. And then you gain
Plus
what?
10.
Oh, you gain 10?
Yeah, so I
Okay.
got 30 feet.
So you got 30 feet that you can move.
I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll go over here.
Oh my god. He instinctively swings at you, expecting for you to like retreat, and you just walk past him as he swings wildly the complete wrong direction.
And then, yeah, I think that's. I can't do anything else, I don't think.
Gross. Gorgeous turn. Hell yeah. Next to act is the one in front of you. He doesn't have to move, so he is going to just attack you.
He just looks down. Hello, friend.
One of his claws is basically this giant. It's like a giant. It looks like kind of like a shield. It's almost like his hand was like mutated with all 5 fingers extended, and like the like webbing had established between them. So it's this giant like circular mass of like outer carapace armor that's on his hand that like almost kind of looks like a club that's about to swing at your head.
Nice.
Does a 18 hit?
Yes.
Heard.
Yes. It,
Do
unless I got bonuses from disengaging, I doubt it.
you take 13 points of bludgeoning damage as he just boom picks it up and just almost like drops it on your shoulder. And while you put your hands up to kind of take the blow, on impact, it is much heavier and there's much more force than you anticipated.
What does dodge do?
Dodge allows you to give the attacker disadvantage when anybody attempts to attack you.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna spend 1 key point to do that. Can't I?
Is it something that you can do as a reaction?
It says.
Or I'm sorry, what is the action for you to do the dodge?
Oh, it says I can use a bonus action.
So you wouldn't be able to do it this time because you did
Word.
use Flurry of Blows.
Oh, okay. Word. All right.
Yeah, so you do take that hit. Does not feel good. At the end of the round, or should I say the beginning of the round, you guys see that, you guys all see at this time, the light has kind of cascaded out a bit more into the street. Maybe it was like a few feet at first, and that's why nobody noticed it, but now it's starting to go maybe like 10, 15 feet outwards and like kind of get into the street. And it's like night outside. So
It's night?
It's night. So it being dark outside it's definitely started to glow and illuminate things. And you guys see, so 2 1 second. Crawling out are 2 more of those weird spiny ones, but only 1 more of those big burly ones. They crawl out. That happens, and you guys start to see pieces of the chrysalis crack and break as pieces of it start to like lose foundation. Whatever is rumbling around inside is like on the cusp of breaking free. Top of the order is Charlie.
Charlie, like, wipes her face. She's like, that fucking hurt. Immediately sprints for the green guy. I will actually move myself. Keep forgetting I can do that. Wah! I have enough feet to get there, right?
Wow.
Wow.
No,
She fully morphs into Waluigi.
I'm going to not necessarily literally tackle, but for flavor, I'm basically going to like jump on him in a tackle, like very dog-like motion, very like jumping up onto someone.
You fully jump onto him. He's a big dude, so it doesn't like knock him down. You've just straddled him and are just like beginning to like claw or bite or whatever.
Yeah, I'm about to bite him right in the neck. Same thing that happened to me. About to be like, ah, like very dramatically, like
Jinky.
even like wait for a second, like ding, like get him. And then I guess I just roll. I'm not sure how this works.
So the bite is still an attack. So you're still you would still be.
Oh,
rolling...
your bite deals 1. Oh, so I just roll. Is there any plus?
Yeah, it's gonna be your proficiency and your strength modifier still.
So the same thing it is for everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Not. Okay, not too bad. So that's 16?
16. Your teeth get onto that armor, but they do not pierce the armor.
Son of a bitch!
You're like trying to bite.
Oh wait, no, I have advantage. Haha. Just do better. Yes! 22!
Your teeth, like again, they latch onto that armor, and you are pushing and you're pushing, and they're not piercing. And there's part of you just like, get fucking through, and you pierce that armor on the clavicle, and you feel whatever. I hesitate to say bone because it's like it doesn't have bones, but whatever like structure is under there fully gives way, and you crush through the whole way that you actually feel your lower jaw connect to your upper jaw. Like you have fully bit a chunk out of this thing's like shoulder piece area. How much damage do you do?
1d8, so... What's it plus?
1d8 plus your strength.
My strength modifier?
Yeah.
5.
5 damage. Nice.
That was not good. I just want to make sure nothing else happens.
Charlie.
Oh, also because I bit, I gain hit points equal to my con, which is a +2.
So you gain 2 hit points. That piece you fully rip out of him. You guys watch. She's like a weird, like hyena right now. Like the way that she just like ran on all fours and pounced on this guy is kind of like, it is very much like watching a lion tackle a gazelle. Like it's weird. You rip that piece out, your head goes fully vertical as you like lose the ability to chew, and you just like wrestle it down your throat like a bird, swallowing whatever meat that was. You look down, the thing loses balance, trying to like retreat from your onslaught, falls onto its back. How do you finish this thing?
He's dead?
Oh, he's dead.
Cool. Very much like Roadhouse. She like very like I said, dramatically like rips into his throat, rips out his esophagus. Is that the thing in the throat? Esophagus?
Yeah.
Rips out his esophagus, kind of like it's like flapping in her mouth, blood's getting everywhere. Chews, swallows, kind of stands up more human-like and just goes, tastes like shit.
It tastes like shit, but do you have like a weird like actual
Pepperminty,
good
like,
smelling
yeah.
breath now? Like
Yeah.
heard.
She smiles, her tooth dings, ding.
She's
Got
getting
one
really
peppermint
into that.
tooth. The juice is still there. Hell yeah. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Yes. How much movement do I still have left? So let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. I have about 10 feet left, so I'm gonna 5, 10. Just move forward 10.
Gotcha. Smoke, you are up. Diego, you're on deck.
This is how I stand all the time.
Oh, all right. Just read something about my cannon, so I have to use my bonus action to basically command it.
Got you.
Okay, so let me see something here. Oh, that is rough. Okay, bonus action. Gonna tell it to come here, where I'm standing, and I'm going to move a little bit up more. Take a leisurely stroll. Yeah, that's a good shot. Smoke strolls up, takes out his rifle. Does the finger thing where you line up the shot. All right, and I'm gonna try to fire at this creature right here.
Which one? The one that's fighting Henry right now?
Yes.
This is a ranged attack, so because he's in melee, the shot is at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. That's not good. Do I still take the shot?
You can definitely still take the shot. I'm just letting you know that it's a disadvantage. Whatever shots you choose to take or not to take are completely up to you.
You know what? Smoke trusts his shots.
Henry gives you a concerning look.
Great.
You fully
Great.
see him. You fully see him having just shot this dude, like having just shot a guy. You see him fully pointing his gun at the guy that you're in a weird like boxing match with currently, and you're just like, and it's this like you're in 5 feet of space, so you're not just standing like across from one another. You're like moving around and trying to outmaneuver and dodge him swinging at you. So like there are times where your back is fully pointed at Smoke and he's still pointing the gun at you, and you're like, bro, whoa, like.
Yeah, Smoke actually, if you take a look, it is just Smoke has an M15 assault rifle pointed in your direction. No, not M15. It's a AR. Yeah, Smoke has an AR pointed in your direction, and he's gonna go. Yeah, I think I can hit this. And he pulls the trigger.
You hear a loud crack as the pin hits the round.
10.
10 misses. 10. The round shoots and you hear ka-king as it ricochets off the back of the thing. So it literally whizzes past your head, Henry, and just like ricochets off this thing's like shoulder armor.
Son of a bitch. All right, I'll get him next time. And that is going to be
Next time.
Yeah, that's gonna be the end of my turn.
Heard. Diego, it is your turn.
Cool. I am going to cast Ice Knife. Let me see the range real quick. Can I make that? Let me see. Mine range here. Yeah. I'm gonna cast Ice Knife on this guy.
Holy shit! What is the range of Ice Knife?
Oh wait, no. Wait, I think I.
Is it the cantrip?
Wait.
I think Ice
never
Knife
mind.
is.
No, I have
I think
to-
Ice
have
Knife
to
is
move
level
first.
1.
It's 60 feet. Yeah, my bad. So I'm gonna move
You might be able to
Five.
get. You might be able to get the one that's below him.
10.
But not the
no,
one-
I'm gonna move a little bit.
Oh, okay. Or move and then do that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can get it there. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Ice Knife on this guy. And again, I'm gonna swap the damage out for fire.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll it. Do I got to roll or is that a you roll?
No, that's me. I mean, you are gonna have to roll, but I still have to roll to see if I can hit him.
Cool. Go ahead and roll your. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Does a 7 hit?
7 does
God.
not hit.
Okay, they're still gonna make a dexterity saving throw.
Gotcha. Dex save. Not good. 10.
Nope. DC was 13. Let me get my D6s. It's still kind of like I think he hits like the ground under him. Like-
Let me go ahead and read it.
Even if it misses, hit or miss, the shot explodes.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
You don't miss the shot, blows up.
Yep. So let me roll 2d6. They're gonna take 2d6. fire
Oh, I
damage.
see what it is. If you hit, you also deal piercing damage. But if you
Yeah.
miss, you just deal the explosive damage.
Yeah. That's 8.
8
fire
damage. Cool.
They both take it. This is 5.
Yeah,
5.
it's 5 feet. You were aiming for him, so you don't
was
hit
aiming
him.
at-
So it lands in his space, so it does hit both of them.
Yeah.
So I will go ahead and roll a dex save for that bottom one too. He passes. So the top one takes 8. And the
That
bottom
was
one takes
fire.
The bottom one takes well, he would take 8 too, because that would be half. Weirdly enough, you miss. There's this moment where he's
the
not.
the
he's
bottom
not
one
even-
doesn't take any damage.
Well, he's in. It's each creature within
If it
5
passes-
feet of
if
it.
it passes, doesn't take. Yeah, most succeed saving throw take 2d6 damage. So if it passes, it doesn't take any damage.
Oh, okay. So they both don't take damage.
I thought the first one failed.
Oh, you're right. The first one does fail. The second one doesn't. My apologies.
Get your
Yeah.
shit together.
You're right. You see that the blade whips across. Like, he's not even looking at you. The blade whips past him and just lands between his legs. He's looking at smoke. You see his head like comes up, turns and looks at you, gives you this look, and you just hear like almost like beep 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 beep, looks down, and it fully blows up in a giant pillar of flame. And when the flame is gone, like when the flame disperses, he too is not there.
Oh, so they don't have. Wait, Smoke, have you hit that one yet?
No, working on it though.
No, he
That
was
one-
one of
that
the
one
ones
was-
that just crawled out of the chrysalis.
Okay, so that one was like pretty full, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a full health one.
Oh, they're not that strong. I'm gonna yell out like,
Not that strong.
Hey, guys.
There's a lot of them. We've been over this how many times?
there's 3 of them.
For now, my guy, they respawn. We got to get to the base of the issue.
Gotcha. Diego,
We
anything
gotta
else
work our
on your
way
turn?
up.
I still got
Um,
bullets.
Let me see. Yeah, it's gonna be the end of my turn.
Gotcha.
I'm kinda gonna hang
Henry,
back.
you are up.
All right.
You are currently in a nice dance with one of these beefy boys.
I'm gonna try to hit him with my quarter staff again. Ooh, nat 20.
Ooh, there it is.
Um,
So the way that crits work is a kind of a little homebrew rule. So normally you would roll the dice twice, or you would just double the damage. In this case, so what's the damage you're rolling for your quarterstaff?
it's a 1d6.
Okay, so you would take the first die roll. So it would be the 1d6 is automatically maxed, so it's 6, and then you would roll a 1d6 like normal damage.
Oh, all right, cool. A 5 plus 3.
So, what is that? 11, 14 damage. Jesus. He didn't have any damage on him yet. But you what does Henry do with this crit?
Wait. He didn't?
He has not had any damage on him yet.
Oh no, I punched the last guy.
That was the last one, and then you did a weird drunken hobble over to him.
Drunken fist.
You asked. I'm sorry. What was the question again?
What does it look like as Henry starts to beat into this guy?
He just pretty much like as he has the staff, he like spins it upwards and like has the uppercut. Kind of like sending his like jaw just like straight upwards, and then just like spinning around and just bringing it down across his jaw, just like completely break it.
You do a series of 2 very quick quick strikes. The first one breaks the left side of its jaw, and you literally see it detach on that left side. You spin it, come back down on the right side, break the right side of its jaw, and it just skates across the New York street, just like into one of the storm drains. That just gets washed away, and there's a little red balloon inside. And he's just like weird mandibles on the just like that's all that's left, and just like torn supports of where his jaw used to be. That's a big hit. You still have a bonus action and a move left.
Yeah. So I'm going to 5, 10, 15 over this way, and I guess I'll bonus action Fury blows this guy.
Did you disengage?
I thought he. Oh, is he still alive?
He's up. He's still alive.
If he was
Oh,
dead, he'd
oh.
be gone.
Ooh, you right.
You can still move. You can still move. I'm just asking if you're
No,
disengaging.
I'll Fury blows this guy first. Actually.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll your 2 attacks.
Another net 20.
Jesus.
Just another one. It's fine.
Go real quick before you roll. Can you roll me another d20 real quick?
Oh god.
Oh yeah, sure. Why not? Here we go. No, that would be a 5.
God, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll your damage for your second attack.
So that would be a D4. 3 plus 3, so 6. Plus 4, 10. For the first punch.
10. You again spin your staff behind your back. Put your hand forward in like the 1-inch punch. Fully 1-inch punch this dude in his chest. His entire skeleton pops out of his back. Just rips out of his back, fully intact, all joints and all, lands on the ground as a full carcass. Now he's dead.
Now I was gonna no.
Can I move now?
The rest of you guys watch as a guy who was spinning a staff and was just moments ago. Again, I can't express this enough. A few hours ago, you guys were doing like just living your normal lives, and maybe about 6 to 10 minutes ago, he was drinking a literal ghost out of a mason jar. He fully just walked over and 1-inch punched this dude's skeleton out of his body.
Diego, is that do people adjust that quickly? Like Smoke looks visibly like, what am I looking at? This is not. He's adjusting way too quick to this life.
Hey, man.
Because he died in 2 strikes, Henry, if you want to take a move action and then deliver your final strike on a different target, you can still do that.
Alright, so yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'll use my other one on this guy. 16.
16 on him, that hits.
Nice. 4.
4 damage. I'll tell you what, he's brittle. He's not dead, but your blows are definitely you're definitely putting some damage on this guy. Just like these hollow, brittle bones that you're hitting, or like passageways. They're not again. They don't really have bones. They've got they do have like weird skeletons, but they're not bones. But everything that you're hitting, you feel like just impacts and them almost like putting in dents and pieces of that armor breaking and visibly turning into shards under the wrath of your drunken fist.
Yeah. Like after the first guy drops, he kind of like cracks his neck. He goes, "There we are. It's starting to warm up," and he starts running over for the other guy.
Cool. He isn't dead.
Yeah.
So, this guy isn't dead. These are the new guys, and they go at the end of the initiative. So they're both gonna go. The one in front of you is gonna go first. Actually, he's gonna delay his turn. Actually, their intelligence score isn't that high, so I'm not gonna actually do that. So he's gonna roll attack you, miss horribly. And then he's going to just move down some. He's going to come 5, 10, 15, 20. There. Get advantage.
I must say.
Wow, bro, no way, bro.
Natural 20.
Bro, how wacky is that? On an attack with advantage, I managed to roll a natural 1 and a natural 20.
Oh, that's
Wild.
Which one came first? Oh, it doesn't matter.
You're just hitting this guy, like, you manage to walk up. He takes like, these guys have, like, scythe reaper blades for hands. He swings it at you, and you kind of, like, duck under it, uppercut him, like, just kind of, like, give him an uppercut into his into his lower rib cage. You feel something break, and just as you do that, a shadow cascades over top of you. You turn around, notices one is behind you, and again, just swinging these giant club-like hands. You take 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jesus.
He hits
I'm
you in the
unconscious.
side. You feel the entire, almost like 3/4 of your right like back rib cage fully shatter.
Yeah.
This thing really
I'm on
went.
death saves. Then.
You're down.
Yeah.
You hit that. He fully, like, pushes you across. Like, he hits you with enough force to actually send you flying across the field, like literally like 7 feet across, like laterally across
How you gonna
the
move
street.
him 7 feet, my guy?
7 feet, laterally across the street. You guys see that Henry goes down. Literally moments ago, having just punched the guy's entire skeletal system out of his body, is overwhelmed by these two. Charlie, you're up. Actually, before you go,
Wait,
isn't there
am I
a
moving my guy 7
environment
feet?
action?
no, you don't have to move. You guys, again, a lot has happened within these last couple of seconds. Again, dude's whole skeleton came out. Then a guy was punched in the ribs and broke maybe 2 ribs. And then Henry got collapsed on and broke all of his ribs. He goes down. You hear that rumbling a sound again. That the chrysalis has fully encased in cracks, and in one final roar, shatters outwards. The chrysalis fully explodes, and what lies underneath? Actually, it was in tokens. Never mind. Oh, I gotta keep clicking it, I guess.
Well, that was less dramatic.
What is that thing?
a much large. You see what looks to be something has finally hatched from this chrysalis. A massive hive queen Santa.
Icon next to it.
You see with like an alien spine, like with a series of like long like protrusions out of its back, down the back of its Santa coat, a long slug-like body, several crab-like claws, with a little tiny Santa hat on one of its antennas still,
Gross.
on one of its heads, on it, like on the top of its head. And it is just fully exploded out, and it is like several feet larger than you guys. It is like, it looks like it is the amalgamation of like hundreds of mutant Santas that have come together to breed this giant thing. And if anybody is noticing, at its feet, currently like maybe alive, but still there, is actual Santa Claus. A non-mutated real-life Santa here in Times Square. Smoke, this kind of answers questions for you. He is. He acts. Let me go ahead and roll initiative for Hive Queen Santa.
No natural 20, no natural 20, please. By the way, Henry, the one that you just that just hit you was literally like, my name is Evil Santa. You killed my friends. Prepare to die. That is literally what just happened to you.
You see again, it has this weird long slug-like body, and like at first, I don't know if anybody was thinking about it, about like where these Santas have been coming from, per se, like when they were crawling out of the chrysalis. Well, I'm about to tell you. You see a orifice opens at the bottom of it, just, and you see crawling out of that slug tail are 4 more of those like bladed Santas. Bam.
What the actual fuck?
Oh, we might be kind of fucked, Ron.
And
Henry's dead.
and two more of those really heavily
What?
armored Santas.
Oh my god.
He really was just a drunk.
He was the best drunk I know.
That's going to be its turn.
It.
Them.
Its turn. Yeah.
She-
It's gonna be its turn. Charlie, you're first to act.
Cool. Henry is down,
Henry
correct?
is down. Yeah.
Rough. Cool.
Rough.
I'm going to, instead of sprinting this time, Charlie just looks over at Henry on the floor, and then at the two Christmas creeps that are above him, and like just stammers over like, goo, goo, like she's like walking heavy. Basically grabs the one dude by his head, just pimp slashes him, like real fast. And I'm gonna do the claw attack.
Got you. Go ahead and make sure you move.
Yes. Sorry, I was reading something.
All good, no worries.
How do
Alrighty.
death throws
Okay.
work?
Cool. And what's make sure you what
Yep.
did you get for your attack roll?
I got a nat 20
Jesus. They're coming out today, boys.
and a 16.
The 16 doesn't hit, but make sure the second one rolls with advantage.
Right.
Wow.
2 nat 20s
Holy Christ.
and a nat 1 for the third one, just to see if I get 3 in a row.
Gotcha.
But 2 nat 20s. So double damage both.
Yeah, both of them are.
Okay.
like,
So
are
how do I do
yeah.
this again?
So what is the damage of your claw?
Oh. Wait.
Solomon.
Yeah.
I like how I was just beating this guy up, and then like this shadowing figure came up behind me and beat the fuck out of me, and then a shadowing figure comes up behind him and beats the fuck out of him.
D6 is the
So-
Sam,
It's
you can
1d6?
check the. I heard you asked how
6 is
death
max,
throws
and then you roll a d6.
work. You can check the chat. I put it there.
On both of them.
And
So
it's-
it'd be 6.
12.
Yeah, and then
And then I
roll
roll.
2d6s.
12, 13, 14, 15. Wait, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Plus what?
17, 18, 19.
And then again, because it's 2 strikes. So your strength gets added twice. Because you struck twice.
19, 20, 21. Yeah. 21 damage.
You walk up behind this guy, you tap him on the shoulder, he turns around, you grab him by the head, slap him across his face, and his head just flies across the street. Fully just pow! Doop, 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 doop.
Charlie-
Okay, also falls into a sewer drain.
Charlie, as soon as the head starts rolling, she's like, "Ball?"
Ball?
No.
Roll me an intimidation check real quick. I'll say roll this with advantage. You literally just smack the guy's head off.
Cool, I'm gonna use a different dice. What am I doing? Intimidation?
Yeah.
16.
16. The one that is standing over Henry right now, that is kind of like beginning to like descend upon him. You go ball. It fully sits up like a dog, looks over there, goes, and then begins to like look to where sees it bouncing down the thing, and you see he just starts to like scramble to get up, and like he might start chasing it, like
Cool beans. And then I'm going to move closer to Henry.
like 5 feet, or where you wanna go?
Is there any? I guess I've already used my action and bonus, so there's no way for me to pull him or get in.
Correct,
Is there
yeah.
any way for me to like step over him and be in front of him, in between him and the bad guy?
So you can occupy a space in that sense. You can do that. But yeah, I'll say yeah. If you want to get in front, like kind of
Yeah,
stand between the
I
two
would
of
like
them,
to do
you
that.
can do that. Yeah. Do you have 10 feet left?
Yeah.
Cool. Hold on.
You, yeah,
Do it like
there,
that. It's not gonna matter. Okay.
there you
What kind of pizza do you want?
go. I'm knocked out anyways.
Smoke, you are up, my friend.
Huh. So, Henry's still unconscious, right?
Henry is still unconscious. But you do see that Charlie has come over and split herself between the two of them.
Okay. Diego, you got that one, right?
Which one?
He points to Henry. Can you bring him up?
I cannot heal people.
Well, shit.
Yep. My thing is kind of throwing things at people, not bringing them up.
If you guys can get to Henry, you can use an action to give him a medicine check if you want, and that'll like stabilize him. It won't heal him, but it'll keep him from making death saves.
Okay. Alright, in that case, bonus action. Retribution is going to basically, it's a small item, so it's basically going to walk up to me. I'm going to grab the handle. Smoke is going to move 20 feet,
Solomon question.
10 feet. Smoke is going to move here. He's going to drop Retribution. Retribution's going to do the fire thing, and then Smoke is going to move over here. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, cool. There you go. You cast Cure Wounds. How much health does he get back?
Let me roll it real quick. Cure Wounds is... I completely forgot about Cure Wounds. 1e8 plus my spellcasting mod, which is... My spellcasting mod is 6, so 1d8 plus 6. 13 hit points.
There you go. And just like that, what is it? What do you? How does Smoke? This is weird. How does Smoke cast healing magic? What is it like? What does he do? Cause like, is Smoke isn't normally a helpful guy, right?
Mm-mm.
So what does it look like when he has to like cast curative magic?
He reaches into like a pocket, like one of his suit pockets, takes out a needle full of adrenaline and plunges it into Henry's chest and presses it down and pulls out the needle. No, he leaves the needle in. And just, like,
how does Henry react to suddenly getting this burst of adrenaline to his chest?
he wakes up. He's like, oh my god, whoa, what just hit me?
You see that Charlie is standing in front of you, getting ready to like soak blows for you, but she is there.
welcome back to the land of the living. Now, fuck that thing up and points to the gigantic thing at the end of the street. You're unconscious for that
jaw
one.
just is dropped, just like, oh, I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah. Anyways, Retribution. And Retribution is gonna burn those fuckers. Dexterity save from the 3 up top.
Gotcha. Let me go ahead and roll those. Okay, going clockwise. You got a 14, 17, and 5.
Ooh, 5 fails. The other 2 pass. They're getting good. They're getting good at this.
They are dexterous, but not that dexterous. They're like the smallest amount of dexterous.
Hey, baby dexterous is still dexterous.
So how much damage are these
8.
guys taking?
8 points of fire damage.
All of them?
The 2 that save, take half.
All right. You said 8, so they would be taking 4. And then he's taking a full 8. The one in the back that fails is completely immolated, completely just burned through, as he is like, it's like one of those old like chocolate spheres that have like prizes in the middle. Just like layer by layer is stripped away in flames, but he is completely burned away.
Huh, like a Kinder Surprise egg. Nice. And that's gonna be the end of my turn. Wait, can I give my movement to help Henry to his feet because he's prone?
Unfortunately, you cannot, because movement is purely movement.
Okay, makes sense. All right, that's the end of my turn.
Yeah, Diego, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna move up 5, 10, 15, 20 over here, and once again, I'm going to cast Shatter. But this time I'm gonna cast it. How do these guys look up here? Like this group right here.
Um, up until a second ago, they were fine, but now that one that you pinged, that one on the left, this one here,
Yeah.
he's completely fine, untouched. He's still like slimy, having just crawled out of the weird slug tail. The other two are completely dry, having been lit on fire.
Okay, let me see something. Let me do some math here. Trying to. Whoops, that's not gonna work.
How do you guys ping?
You get a
Just-
click and hold.
Yeah, click and hold.
All right, I'm gonna cast Shatter on this spot, and I'll again change it to fire.
All right. Are you casting it up enough so that you're not hitting Santa, or are you trying to hit?
Yeah,
Santa?
that's what I was measuring. I don't know if you can see my. Yeah, you couldn't see my thing, but yeah, you cannot hit Santa from here.
Oh, cool. Yeah, but you'll hit everybody else.
Love it.
I need to make saves.
Yep. DC, I think 13.
Dex or
Constitution save.
con saves. Okay.
Yeah, con saves.
Let me do Santa first. Big old mutant Santa. That's a 16,
Ah,
and
it
then
takes half.
those three up there plus 0. So 3, 5, and 3.
Yeah, I know. All those fail. So I think we get full 3d8 fire, and that's 12. 18.
They do that thing where, like, if you ever seen, like, in movies where, like, a nuclear bomb goes off and all of the wind hits somebody, like, very,
Yeah.
like, Raiders of the Lost Ark, where they open the Ark of the Covenant and then they just, like, begin to melt, and they're completely just blown away. They're so gone.
Cool.
Blow us all the way.
How does Mutant Santa look like? He took, I think, 9.
He took 9. He
Nine
looks
fire.
hurt. He
I don't
definitely
know
looks...
if like.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm saying like that 9 fire. I don't know if he's like resistant or immune.
He does not seem to be reacting to fire the same way as the smaller ones have been. He does still take the 9 fire damage, but he doesn't, like, for example, he doesn't seem to be so easily burned away by the flames as everybody else.
Okay. So I'm gonna use the last of my movement to go 1, 2 over here, and I'm gonna end my turn. Also, before my turn ends, I'm gonna scream like I'm gonna yell like, "Can you guys help Santa?"
Working on it.
Yeah.
He's a really
Get
nice guy,
into it.
guys. Don't let anything happen to him.
All right. And now for Hive Queen Santa. What is the movement? Wow. Hive Queen Santa can move.
If legendary actions break out, I swear. Oh my god.
It is going to move over to you, Charlie. You see that it, instead of it having like tiny little mandibles, it has these giant pincer-like mandibles. It bends down and is going to attempt to bite you.
Wait, did it skip me?
+6.
Yeah, I think Henry got skipped.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, Henry, go ahead. Go ahead. You can take your turn.
You want to move the slug back? All right. So like I'm gonna like do like a kick up, like a hiccup, like a kick up. What the fuck? Not a hiccup. To get up on my feet. I guess.
Okay, you jump right up to your feet.
As a motion, like coming upwards, I bring the staff downwards onto
Cool. Make an attack roll.
Oh, 7 plus Where did it go? 7 plus 5. So 12.
So 12. That hits.
Nice.
These guys are not very beefy.
8.
8. You hit this guy. You land on the top of its head, and the staff fully breaks downward into the skull, like almost splitting the head into two. There's a moment that when it slumps to the ground, your staff is still stuck in the head a little bit, that you have to like step on it and like pull it out. But he dies. He's fully dead.
What were you saying that dodge does again?
So it makes anybody that attacks you for the next round has disadvantage.
Okay, yeah. As a bonus action, I'm going to spend a key point to do that.
Okay, cool. You go and do your dodge stance.
And then, alright, so it's half my movement to get up, right?
Correct. So if you have 40 feet, you got 20 left.
Alright, so I'm gonna go here. Hey Santa, I'm kinda here to save you. So,
Santa
I'm a
is
huge fan of
Santa.
yours.
You roll me a medicine check.
Oh, alright.
Hey Sam, I'm here to save you and or murder you, depending on your response.
What was your medicine?
13.
He's out cold. So
I
so
don't know.
you can
Hold
say
on.
I'm gonna say so you can say whatever it is you need to say. He cannot hear you.
Let me make a perception. 8. Do I notice he's out cold?
Well, that's what the medicine was for. You know that you don't know what's wrong with him. But you do know that he's like mouth open. He's mouth open, like laying on his back, definitely still breathing, but their consciousness isn't there.
Alright. So yeah, like I'm totally and you're out cold. Alright. And then I'm just gonna like start doing like a firefighter pickup. But like,
Okay, yeah.
no, I probably can't do all that just yet.
I'll tell you, you get a free object interaction. I'll say that like you can use that now to start to like try and start getting Santa up.
Alright, yeah. What do I have to roll for that?
No, I would just say because you can't actually pick him up because you're out of actions. I guess you can definitely start to pick him up.
Okay, cool.
All right, now it's Hive Queen Santa's turn. Because of the intimidation check, it is still going to go after Charlie. Again, giant pincer mouth.
Wait, what? What? Hold up.
Does an 18 hit you, Charlie?
Fuck you, yes.
Gotcha. You take 8 points of piercing damage as these giant pincers come around your body, and you are fully lifted off the ground. You are lifted off the ground. You are grappled, and you guys see that she's lifted off the ground by this giant pincer mouth, and she's just like legs kicking from underneath it. It is going to use its second attack.
What? Jesus.
To
Wait. Was that last thing? Redo math.
apologies.
Math is
Yeah,
hard.
you take 4.
What's 26?
It is going to crush you. It's going to start to crush you.
Rude.
That is a hit.
No. How do you know? What was it?
Natural 20.
Oh, okay.
So you take another 14 points of bludgeoning damage, crushing damage. So bludgeoning, so you take 8. As you feel the vice grip just starting to tighten on you.
Can you help me do math? 22 minus 8.
It's 20, so minus 2 is 20, minus 6 is 14.
Cool.
Ouch. You guys can actually hear Charlie's bones starting to crush under this thing's massive weight. And again, the whole, it picks you up crushing you. It's the mandibles that are crushing you, but its mouth can still move. So you literally can see, like, as it's crushing you, you just hear, like, chestnut roasting on an open fire. Crush, crush, crush. Yeah.
How you feeling, new girl? Keep in there.
This one's gonna come after you, Henry.
I was gonna turn?
It's all of the things after the end of the initiative.
Remember, I took dodge.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said it was my turn next, so I got confused.
You're after they are.
Sorry, I got confused. I thought you said, I don't know what I thought. Sorry.
You are dodging. That is still 2 9s, but 9 plus 1 is still 10. Does a 10 hit?
Nope.
That's a miss. He's going to come here. He can't flank you. Actually, the other one did have advantage, but it still rolled a 9. This one does not have advantage, but it's a disadvantage. That is a 7. As you are trying to pick up Santa and these things are swinging at you, you've almost like dropped Santa and are just like rolling along the ground as these things are just like slamming into the ground trying to hit you. And it is just like, you just see like as they're coming, they're just like, I'm trying to think of Christmas songs, like just like jingle bells, boom, jingle bells, boom, just like slamming into the ground, just breaking asphalt underneath you. Now it's your turn, Charlie.
Okay, so I am what?
Grappled.
Meaning,
Essentially your movement is reduced to 0.
okay.
But you can still attack and stuff.
Cool. That's all I needed to know. I'm gonna... How is he grabbing me? Can you describe it?
He's,
like, how do I
he's
look?
basically grabbing you around your like bicep area, like
Okay.
like your upper bicep and like around your upper section, your upper midsection, I guess. Hoisting you off the ground, trying to crush you, basically tear you in half. As he crushes you. I keep
Cool.
saying he, but it's Hive Queen, so like she,
It's they, whatever.
them, they, them. I don't. We'll see. You know, get in the comments. Yes, you're being crushed. In an attempt to crush you in half.
Cool. Theoretically, do I have claws on my feet?
Yeah.
Cool. I just like...
Full, yeah. You start kicking at him?
Yeah. I'm gonna do claw again. That's my action. And then I'm also going to use bonus action shifting feature, which gives me temporary hit points equal to my... Can hit him again.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure it out. So I need to roll 3 attacks?
It'd be 2. Or, I'm sorry,
Claw already
claws,
gives me 2.
claws is 2? Okay, then yeah, 3.
I don't know if I want to do
You just kick at this thing's chest.
Yeesh. Oh, wait, I have advantage. Not better, so... Wait, 4. 10.
10 does not hit.
Didn't think so.
Though it has like a slug body, it does still have like that carapace on it. So, wow, they're coming out tonight. But it is still, you still have to get through like a layer of armor.
Cool.
on it.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I hope so. And advantage. Dick. Okay, well, 1 hit for sure. I love how you wasted my, fucking shit on that. Damn. That sucks. Okay, either way. So I roll a crit, so double dice, so 6 plus, so 10 damage.
But did you add your strength modifier?
I did not. 6, 10, 11, 12 damage.
12 damage. Yeah, you just starting to kick at this thing and claw at it. And you feel that while some of your kicks are hitting that armor, one of them hits that like
Wait.
sludgy part of its body.
Hold on. You can use your dexterity for its attack roll. What does that mean?
You can use your dex mod instead, if it's like, but you can choose to use your strength if you
they're
want.
the same, so it wouldn't have mattered. Okay, never mind. But yeah, so 12 damage, I guess.
All right, yeah, you definitely take a big old meaty slash in that slug body.
And then what would it take for me to get out?
It'd be you're gonna do an athletics check.
Okay.
You slash at it. That's not very jolly.
athletics, you said?
Correct.
Dirty 20.
You are still grappled.
What?
You roll a contesting athletics. It beat you still.
What? That's poopy.
It's got ya.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do with your turn? Do you want to say anything?
Your singing sucks. That's my best impression of a werewolf. I'm like, do your scary voice, like you, kind of like the bartender guy. That's also he's like does that talking.
Oh, the Jack Ma voice.
Yeah,
Of saying what?
kind of that.
But say your singing sucks.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Your singing sucks.
Yeah, pretty much like that. I can't do it very good.
Your singing. There it is. Your singing sucks.
Well, with
There.
my accent, but yeah.
But he's like a Scottish accent.
I just meant his voice.
So
Fuck
probably
you.
closer to the first one. Smoke, it is your turn, friend.
Yes, sweetheart, that'll teach him. He says as he just walks behind. Smoke has not been running this entire combat. He just walks down here. And Turret's gonna go over here. And I'm gonna first Turret, bonus action, Turret. Light this fool up. Dexterity saving throw.
You'd be surprised to know Hive Queen Santa is not very dexterous.
I would be very surprised if it was the other way around.
That is a 8.
Takes the full damage. 11.
11. Yeah, you have full. You hit the Santa jacket that it was wearing, even though it was like ripped and kind of like has holes in it. Now is also fully like charred and is like ignited in the back. You said 11 damage.
Yep.
Cool.
And Smoke
It's
takes out
definitely
his
looking
rifle.
hurt. It's definitely starting to show signs of like damage. You guys are definitely starting to chip away at it. Anything else you want to do with your turn, Smoke?
Since it's a large creature, does it count as incom? Would this count as melee? Does this count as firing into melee?
It does, but basically the 15-foot cone isn't anywhere near where Charlie is, so it doesn't, like, you're good. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, if Smoke were to fire from down here, would it count as...
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. If you were to shoot, because it's a ranged attack, the flamethrower isn't considered a ranged attack. It's a breath weapon, essentially. Yours is a ranged attack, which is at a disadvantage, yes.
So it doesn't matter if I change my position, so if I were to fire from up here?
Correct, yes, unfortunately.
Okay. In that case, knowing this, I'm going to unhinge my jaw, and I'm going to release my breath weapon, which is a line of acid, just pure acid.
Oof. You guys see the jaw unhinges very robotically, and there's just like a hose there, and a full line of like acid comes out. Do I need to make a save for that?
No, actually you do. Yeah, dexterity.
Mutant Santa is not very dexterous. That is another 8.
Hit him where it hurts. Hit him where it hurts.
All right, how much damage?
Oh my god.
No way!
Oh my god.
It takes 2 acid damage. This is acid, right? Not poison?
Yeah, acid.
Cool.
I feel ashamed of myself.
God, it's a very powerful like initial like valve release, and then it's almost like like it's like initial, and then like all the fuel is gone, so it like spits out and sputters at the end. It's like whoop, like
fucking shit. And that's gonna be at the end of my turn.
Gotcha. Diego, you're up, bud. Diego!
Sorry, I didn't realize that I was muted. You said that range attacks are at disadvantage against him.
Correct.
Okay. I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna cast Ice Knife on him and swap out the damage for for force actually this time around.
Okay. And Dex save coming your way. 5.
Okay, does a 13 hit?
13 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay, it still takes the 2d6 force damage. That's 6.
It takes 6 force damage. Gotcha. Wow, you guys are definitely starting to put on the dips on Mutant Santa. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
Could I bonus action do a perception check to see if he has like any specific weak points around him?
You get a free skill check every round. So if you want to, you don't have to. You don't even have to use your bonus action to do it.
Oh, cool. That's a 17.
17. Can you give me a nature check as well?
Sure. Does it have to be nature, or could it swap out for Arcana?
I'll say you can do Arcana. Yeah.
Cool. That's a 23.
23. Just judging by, so this thing is secreting some kind of like bodily liquid on it. And you can tell just kind of like by looking at it that like you kind of like put up a little quick little arcane like a quick like arcane scan of it. It is secreting a kind of like weird poison from its like body. So knowing that, it probably will not, like, it probably has some sort of innate immunity to poison.
Oh, I mean, that's not what I was trying
Well,
to look for.
what I'm saying is it seems to have, like, you're able to determine an immunity, but not necessarily a vulnerability. So it may not have any, but you do know it has an immunity.
Okay. I'm gonna yell out. Hey guys, don't try to poison him. This motherfucker's nasty. And
Gross.
that's gonna be my turn.
Heard. Henry, it is your turn. You are surrounded on all 4 sides by stuff.
By everything. Alright, so did I manage to pick up Santa in this time? Or
if you want, so this will be your little object interaction like that for the second time. You do manage to fully pick up Santa in a fireman's carry, but your arts, like I said, you're still surrounded on 3 sides with weird mutant Santas.
Alright. Well, this is quite a pickle I'm in. I'm going to, while looking at my character sheet, I have one more key point, and I'm out of those, and I'm going to just use it to, so while like balancing Santa on my back, I got my like rod in the other hand, and I'm just gonna whap this one dude. Yeah, I'm gonna whap the guy like to the bottom, the south. I
Okay,
guess.
make an attack roll.
16.
16. Again, that same familiar. Ping, wing, 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 wing. You hit it and it bounces right off.
All right, I'll use my final key point to use Fury of Blows on him. With like a.
Okay, give me those 2 attack rolls.
It's gonna be kind of like a bicycle kick I'm gonna try to do, or like a punch kick. Oh, nat 20 for the first one, and then
Leave
the
some for
second
me,
one.
please. Come on, guys. Leave some 20s for me, please.
The second one is a 2.
That 2 is gonna miss. Okay, so go ahead and roll damage for your first attack.
First one is 5 plus 4, so 9.
9 damage.
And like I'm gonna use it as like I'm gonna use that kick to with my disengage, and like just like kick off of them and bounce away.
Okay. So you can move, and then they can't take attacks of opportunity on you.
Correct. And since I didn't move, and I gained 10 feet with that, making my speed a total of 50.
Jesus Christ.
Santa got presents to deliver, boys.
Look at me, I am Santa now.
All right, where do you run to? Jesus.
All the way over there. Can you? Yep, thank you.
You guys see him fully like jump, kick off a dude, use him as a footstool, and just begin to sprint away. And with Santa on his back, Christmas is saved. Anything else you want to do with your turn, Henry?
I just like mumble to myself while I'm like, I better get what I asked for this year.
Is that so? But do you want to do anything else on your turn?
Oh no, that's.
Alrighty.
Oh, there was a question I wanted to actually ask you.
What's up?
So since like Henry is pretty much the only one from the actual world and doesn't really carry around health potions, can I just like drink my whiskey?
To heal you? Unless it has healing properties, probably not.
Alright. I was just wondering. 'Cause I don't just keep. Henry's technically never heard of a healing potion.
All right. Next, it is the Christmas creeps. He's gonna start by giving Charlie here a good crushing.
God damn it.
Yup.
Leave me alone.
You take 12 bludgeoning.
No.
12 bludgeoning / crushing, half to 6.
Yeah.
So your temp goes down first. Make sure you. Also, your temp doesn't stack. Meaning, if you get temporary hit points from one source and then you get it from another source, the higher one, like the most recent one, takes priority.
I got it. Wow.
Yeah. So drop your temporary first and then go into your actual health. Your temporary is kind of like a shield.
I did. Then what?
No, that's it.
Oh, that's it.
I just want to make sure that you. Yeah, she's gonna crush you first. It's gonna make a perception. Yep. It sees you, Henry, running with Santa. And it's going to send 2 attacks your way.
Oh my god, I just realized.
You're not dodging, right?
That only lasted that one round, right?
Right. I just didn't know if you dodged again.
Does the disengage still count?
The disengage makes it so you don't take attacks of opportunity.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Yeah, so it's going to take the first swing at you. 20, not a natural, but 20. Second attack is a 8. So you take 1.
Mm-hmm.
This is a... you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. I'm sorry. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. I need to make a Constitution saving throw.
A con save?
Yes.
15.
15. Okay. You see that for the first time, it swings at you with this one arm that is quite literally an arm of just tentacles. And it really just pow, smacks you in the back. It does the damage to you, and you feel that weird poison secretion that it is secreting is trying to like seep its way into the wound, but you manage to kind of like wipe it off before it can get in.
I poured some alcohol on it.
Or do that. You quickly like open the flask, pour it on there, realize your flask is kind of getting low with how you've been slamming it and using it as a poison deterrent.
I lick it off my arm a little bit, taste it. Shame.
And then it is going to use the rest of its move. Actually, it doesn't have any more. Okay. So these two are going to come after you, Smoke. 5, 10, 15, 20. They are going to flank. advantage. Dirty 20. Second one, 17. Does a 17 hit your AC? Smoke, does a 17 hit your AC?
17 does hit my AC. Sorry, I didn't know what you were
Gotcha.
referring to.
All good, all good. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm not a fan of that.
All together. Like, I got a 4 and a 6. Or, I'm sorry, a 4 and a 2. And as they come over, they just start to swing and beat you with these, like, weird club arms that they have. You are up, Charlie.
Charlie is what you said. Already?
Yeah,
Dang. Am I still grappled?
you are still grappled. It's actually walking with you. Like, it's
What?
carrying you around.
Asshole.
Nom 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 nom.
Cool. Again, I'm just gonna claw it in the face.
Okay, roll your attacks.
Cool. Hasn't been 10 rounds yet, has it?
Correct.
Cool. So I still have everything up. 17?
17 hits. 18 also hits.
I would assume so.
Bro,
How about a 20?
20 also hits.
Nice! Cool. And then bonus action, I'm using shift. That's why I get to do a third attack. Cool. So that's 3 hits. So I need to do
3 hits. One of those is a crit.
right. So that's 6 automatically plus. Plus the 2, so 6, 7, 8.
So yeah, but because it's 3 strikes, make sure you put your strength 3 times.
Okay, 6, 7, 8. 8 plus 6
14.
plus 2.
16.
8 plus 6 or 16 plus 6
22.
plus 2.
24. Jesus!
Oh my god! 24 plus 6
30.
plus 2.
32.
32 fucking damage.
Oh my god. What?
How?
What happens, Charlie?
How?
What the fuck? Holy Christ!
What?
That's insane.
Yeah.
What happens as this thing has you fully gripped up? And,
Okay, so Charlie kind of reaches. So I assume his arms and his hands are like here. So Charlie reaches up, grabs his hands, kind of lifts up her knees, rears back, and goes. "Gah!"
your first kick
and
you,
kicks it right in the face with her claws.
It's not you're in too tight to do a multiple of kicks, so it's just one big face stomp, and as your foot collides with its mouth, it breaks. Like your foot goes into the mouth, and you feel it just tear through the back. That back like that the back part of its like the roof of its mouth fully tear through it. Like you're like it's
And then
somewhere
I
in the back of
axe
its
kick
head.
down.
Fully like rip off. As you do that and you pull backwards, you rip both of the giant mandibles off. You do a full front flip as you tear your foot out. Axe kick it right at the top of its head. And what happens to this thing's face?
All of its teeth immediately fall out.
You
Immediately.
clink. It is like a broken stained glass window that's just glass
I
shards
catch
falling to
one
the ground.
use as a souvenir.
You catch one of the teeth. It's this giant
I
weird
catch 2. Sorry, one I pocket. The second one I stab straight into his face.
straight into the face. You go right into the like it has a bunch of eyes. You go straight into one of the eyes. It explodes like a full juicy berry. Just explodes. Goo goes everywhere. Fully showered. Like Henry is like running away from this thing as it is stomping and swinging at it. And Santa like gains like you just hear like, and you just see a rain of gooey blood splash onto Santa's face. He falls back unconscious. This thing falls to both knees and just falls down as it is in its own puddle of juicy
Charlie,
peppermint
right
blood.
before he like totally dies, looks at him, just goes, "Merry Christmas, bitch," and then he dies.
And then he just he literally like melts as he dies. It fully just begins to melt
Charlie is still
into peppermint syrup.
very much raging, very much like looks around at everyone, like all the players.
Insane.
What the fuck?
I rolled 3 max damages, my guy, and a nat 20, which was a crit. That's fucking crazy. I'm keeping this die. These ones.
I'm gonna look at Smoke and be like, yo, the new girl is fucking crazy, bro.
What the fuck?
Holy Christ. You
She from
guys
hell?
are.
Is combat over?
You guys are out of combat. You guys are there with a bunch of like bugs that have been like. You guys finish off the last couple of bugs that are just running around.
Charlie starts slowly kind of becoming more humanoid again and kind of sinking out of her rage. She looks around at all the bugs and she's like, "Ah! What the fuck happened? What are all these? What is on me? Oh god.
No, you don't get to do that.
It feels so bad. It's like warm, but it's like gooey and thick.
Ew.
But it smells great.
Charlie's
Like-
looking at all of you guys just like with complete terror in her eyes, and you guys can finally realize she has no idea what just happened. She probably blacked out.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, what do you guys want to do? You're like I said, you're out of combat. You sitting there. Santa is badly injured, having just encountered whatever the hell that
can I
giant beetle
try
slug was.
Can I try to do like a medicine save? On
Yeah, roll me a
Santa?
medicine check.
19 plus
Wow.
2.
He knows
so
everything.
21.
21. How does Henry wake up
He
Santa
can perform
Claus?
brain surgery.
Like I set him down, like lean him up against like the wall, and like so he's set and be like, hey yo Chris.
You see,
And,
like,
like I'm like shaking his shoulder, like I'm jingling the bell at the end of his hat. I'm waving the whiskey bottle under his nose, take his
You-
wig, put it back under his nose.
you wave the whiskey bottle under his nose, and you just hear "Merry Christmas" as he comes to. You see that like his hat, his suit is pretty much still intact. It's just covered in stuff. But other than that, yeah, Santa's there. You see that he comes to. You see he leans over and just vomits a bunch of like peppermint eggs out.
Ew.
Vomits a bunch of these like peppermint eggs onto the ground. You look and see a bunch of like he's holding like a kind of like a bunch of those he vomits into his hand a bunch of those they're like see-through peppermint eggs. And they have like a bunch of little like tadpoles swimming around in them with like Santa hats on them.
Disgusting.
And you so he looks down at what he's just throwing. He goes, "Oh, they let eggs in me. They let eggs in Santa." Yeah,
I'm gonna like walk up to Santa and just like firebolt the eggs out of existence.
What?
I thought you were gonna say out of him. I was gonna be like, no.
You
Yeah, I'm gonna shove my hand down Santa's throat and just firebolt his stomach.
Stop saying words.
Yeah, I'm just gonna share the ones in the floor next time.
You see, yeah, you go ahead and send a firebolt their way. They fully explode and are completely turned to a crisp. You see Santa crawls back to his feet. His coat is soaked with this green slime. It's got like tears throughout it. Like he's missing a boot.
Charlie like looks over, finally realizing what's happening. She's like, "Holy shit! Is that Father Christmas?"
You see that he looks over and just goes, goes from like that jolly old Santa laugh to like low key starting to cry, realizing that like he's in a very bad spot. Like
Immediately starts pacing.
I got 17 on an Arcana check to see if like this whole like vomiting peppermint eggs is more of a magical like a curse or more of a natural disease.
With an Arcana check, it's not magical.
Is that magical?
In the sense that like it wasn't a spell that caused him to be doing this. It's likely the cause of like a medical thing. So we like again without a medicine check, you don't know what that medical thing is. What you do know is that it's either medical or like it happens in nature. You know what I mean? Like this would be like what happens if a fly laid eggs in like the human skin.
Could I roll for medicine too, or
You can roll a medicine or a nature, whichever one you want.
I'll do a medicine. Actually, give me a second. I'll do nature instead. That's a 5.
You're stuck on the fact of how appalling this is. Like, this is like you're kind of like you're the newest member aside from like Charlie and Henry. Before them, you were the newest member of the Gramercy Occult Society and of the Unsleeping City. So you two are kind of still getting used to some of this crazy stuff that's happening. This is insane. Like,
Yeah.
you see that Santa like takes a quick little lap, like a little personal lap before coming back over. He's like composed himself, and he goes, "Well, the fuck happened here?"
You were inside that bug thing.
Santa swears.
Old man, how you feeling?
Strange. I feel very strange.
Who nabbed you?
Okay.
You got in the park a couple blocks back.
Right. Well, I don't know much. Remember much. We were accosted by well, okay. I had come here to deposit my clones. Well, not all of them, just most of them. The vast 99.9% of them, turn out fine, but the effective ones were here to be deposited, much within the Umbral Arcana in the sphere. Right. However, when I landed the sleigh near Beaverdale Castle in Central Park, and before I knew it, something happened. Some of the clones that I was pouring out of the bag, they just acted up, and normally the clones are very they'll vandalize things and they'll they'll explode or things like that, but they're generally not this harmful. I don't know what happened to this time. Something knocked me unconscious. Something attacked me in the sleigh. The sleigh. By the God, where's my sleigh?
In near the park.
It's kind of in Central Park.
So you know where my sleigh is?
Well,
Yeah.
You've seen my sleigh?
yes.
Oh, thank God. Oh,
Well,
Oh my God.
I've seen it. The last thing was, it might be, it's New York. More than likely, it probably isn't there anymore.
oh
He's probably not gonna have any rims.
Okay, well, look, whatever's happening is very strange indeed. I need to get back to my. Can you take me to my sleigh?
I think we should stop by the Gramercy before we go to your sleigh. Like, we gotta have Alejandro check you out.
No, I think our best bet is it's Santa's sleigh. We don't want anyone thinking, oh, look at this, it's just a wet wagon.
Charlie
Sorry,
explodes, and
that's-
she's like, "What the fuck does it matter? We have Father Christmas in front of us. What the fuck's next? Are we gonna have fucking the Easter Bunny? Does anyone else not freaked out about this?"
You hear her go, "Oh, no, dear, you're not gonna have the Easter Bunny. It's not Easter."
Yeah, I think that
Hey.
fucker's still in Vegas.
Charlie, look at me, Just breathe, all right? Just breathe.
Oh, by the way, Santa, did you declare yourself to the king and queen? Because if you didn't, that would be a bit of a mess.
I follow the traditions of Santa Claus every year. What has happened it makes less than no sense.
Smoke. What are you talking about? The king and queen?
It happened near the castle, so I don't know. New York, the fairies, they kind of want to. They're very territorial at times.
Wait, so Smoke, you saying that the fairies did this?
I'm saying if the fairies don't know about it, they would like to know ASAP, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
especially with it happening. You said next to the castle, right, Santa?
Yeah. I landed the sleigh next to Belvedere Castle, which is what I always do before I initiate the 12 days of Christmas, before the Silent Night ritual. And then, like I said, after that, I don't even. Everything happens so fast. And as for you, young man, I'm sorry. I know this is rude of me. I don't know any of your names.
Diego.
Diego, my boy. I'm fine. I am now the Santa Claus. We have very powerful magical medical backups in case of things like this happen. Ho 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 ho.
Not enough
Is
to
this
stop
I
you
mean,
from
does this
getting
happen
drunk.
often?
Can I?
But
Hey,
dear God,
Solomon?
no.
I'd like to
He looks
take
over.
a,
You look over. So like again, you're sitting here in Times Square. You look around, and there are like dead bodies and like peppermint blood everywhere. Just this horrifying Santa thing has been killed, and like the twitching, melting carapace is there still. And Santa just like looks at you, and just goes, "I don't know what this is. I'm hoping that we can get to the bottom of it, but." The first step is that I need my sleigh. There are things in play that need to be made sure are still in play.
Solomon, can I?
All right, fair enough. I guess, guys, we're going to Santa's sleigh.
I wanna
Go
make
ahead,
an
Henry.
Inception check. Or
Oh.
not Inception. What is that? I want to see if he's lying. What check is
Give me an
that?
insight check.
That's it. As soon as I find insight. Alright. It is a 15.
Santa seems very distraught, but you do notice something with an insight. When he was explaining specifically the phrase, there are things in play that need to make sure they're still in play, there was more emphasis, like that was the most important part of what he was trying to say out of everything he's been saying. Other than like more important than this never happens, I don't know what this is, more important than I was attacked by an unknown assailant who could apparently see me next to Belvedere like when I landed near Belvedere Castle. Like more important than all of that, he seems more concerned with whatever the things that are in play are than even his own well-being.
Hey, so you want to elaborate on the things that need to be in play? Old Saint Nick.
Well, I'm not Saint Nick, but I understand the stories and the legends. As a Santa, there are things that we need to do every year to ensure that Christmas happens. I'm sure you understand. And he gives a. Santa's gonna roll an insight here. Santa's a magical being. Oh, okay. His eyes like narrow on you, Henry. And he goes, "Son, You're not from this city, are you?"
Well, I mean, I am, just not this.
No, son. He goes, not New York. Yeah, I understand that strange things happen all the time. I mean, it's New York after all. I mean, this city.
No, I'm completely new. Fresh out the gate.
Ah,
I'm at a troll.
understood. Well, I am a Santa Claus. I'm actually Santa Claus Prime. I clone myself multiple times to ensure that Christmas can begin. I also in charge, while they are doing that, of doing a ritual that puts all of the children of the world to sleep, as well as putting a thought modification spell on the adults of the world, to make them believe that they bought their children presents.
Right.
In order for this spell to happen, there are components in play that if they are not there, the spell can't happen. I can't do the spell. The clones overflow the world as, well, clones of Santa Claus, and Christmas doesn't happen. Do you want Christmas to be canceled, son?
I sure don't.
I don't either.
I am here.
So let's call a truce with the questions, and let's take Santa to his sleigh.
Did Santa turn into a rock?
Let's take Santa to a sleigh, son. No more of these questions.
Alright, let's walk Santa to his leg, guys.
All right, you guys arrive at Central Park. Well, I guess, Smoke, you arrive back in Central Park, and, now with, the gang,
A bunch of
you
stragglers.
see the sleigh is still there. Charlie and Henry, you see legitimately Santa's sleigh. Not a replica, legitimate Santa's sleigh. You see that it is still there. Now there are like tons of cops around here who have been they've kind of taped the area off like as some sort of crime scene. Charlie, Tony, Tony's not here, so just Charlie and Henry. You see this wispy shadow fire that's around over a bunch of stuff and including that sleigh that you guys are looking at, and you see some of the cops look over and you see, well, goddamn, I mean, how did you take a Camry and drive it all the way through the park and crash it into the trees over there? These crazy drunk drivers, man, are nuts. A car like that, I'm amazed it even got this far. And you guys see that these cops aren't of the city, and they instead see a Toyota Camry that has driven in through the park and crashed. You see that Santa moves, and you see he gives a whip, reaches into his sack and pulls out a handful of looks like raw snow, snowflakes, wisps over himself. He turns into a whirlwind of snow, a breeze that moves past the cops. And you see that there is one police officer that recognizes some of you, specifically you, Diego, who walks over to you. They walk over to you, but that being said, there's only a group of people of gathered around, and it's onlookers and people. And you see that as that officer approaches, again, Charlie and Henry, you see that weird shadowy fire is on her, as a Mountie walks over to you guys, clops over to you on a horse. She's got the whole uniform and helmet, stern-looking face, walks up. She nods to you, Diego. She goes, "Neophyte Diego, good to see you." You know this as Epona Cirillo. This is one of the officers who polices both versions of New York, essentially.
Hey, Pona. Just friendly reminder: you cannot search us without a warrant.
Huh. Cop joke. That's funny, I suppose. She turns over, sees Smoke is with you, and she goes, "Smoke. Thought your boys had the holiday off."
Yeah, some of us work all day, Pona.
Don't I know it? Anyway, how's it going? You know anything about this? And she motions to the crime scene and with Santa's sleigh in the back.
Points to the big guy. That's him.
Oh! Santa's here. Okay. Good. I was worried we would have to take his sleigh to the impound lot just now.
Actually, you might
That
wanna
would be
send
a
couple
nightmare.
Boys.
What?
You might want to send a couple of boys to Times Square. Apparently
What
there
is in
was a
Times
gas
Square?
leak. Gas leak.
Yeah. It's pretty nasty. In
She
there.
goes. She narrows her eyes. She goes, gas leak, and then puts two like quotations up and goes, or gas leak.
Gas leak.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Yeah. I'll get right on it. You hear that she. This is Officer Opponent to dispatch. Go ahead, dispatch. Can I get some officers over to Town Square? I guess there's a bit of a problem with the gas, some sort of leak. Send a hazmat team. She goes, got it. We'll be right on it. She's like, all right, over. Puts her walkie back down.
Y'all ever seen that meme where it's like talking through a walkie, we're over, and the other guy's like, we're what? Over.
No, I've never seen that.
You see that she turns like she's talking to you guys, takes like is specifically talking to you guys. Charlie and Henry, what are you guys doing? Which by the way, you see that Shadowfire as she approaches you goes away, and she's a full centaur. Just fully like she's a legitimate centaur talking to them. What are you guys doing?
Charlie kind of, the whole time she's talking, Charlie's kind of like under the radar, like looking at her legs, like deeply looking at them, kind of like poking it. She's just like, what the fuck?
You poke the horse?
Yeah.
You poke the horse. You see that she's talking. That she goes, yeah, we need to. Like stops, turns, looks at you as you like poke the horse's
Her
leg.
face is that of a scared child. She's just like.
She goes, who's the kid?
I'm gonna walk over to Charlie. Just gotta like move her away from the point and be like, "Be careful, she kicks."
She's a fucking horse person. She's
hey,
got a leg.
She goes.
in the head.
It's
you-
okay. It's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to pet my horse? Did you want to pet my horse?
Isn't that you? Oh
Hey,
god.
But she can see you. It's okay. She's new.
Oh, congratulations. That's like
new.
a big deal or something.
Do you poop out of what is?
Yes,
don't-
this
You
is
don't
my
ask
lower
that
body.
question.
Do you poop out of your ass?
Hey, now that she brings it up, the real question is, do you poop as you're walking down the street?
Hey,
you're doing the beat.
manners.
I am anatomically a woman and a horse. So yes, if that is something that is incredibly dire, despite, Santa's sleigh in the middle of Central Park.
Wild.
We gotta ask the real questions here. I'm sorry.
No, we do not. Depono.
I just
Anyone
like,
come
take the
around
biggest
listening?
swig from my flask and just like wander off to like the crashed Toyota. Quote
Has-
unquote.
Has the fairy sent anyone around, or has it just been sitting here?
It's funny you say that, Smoke, because our forensics guys just finished up over there. You'll never believe what they found.
Fairy dust?
Huh? I didn't even say it. It's weird that you know that. You know what's even weirder than that? We found Pixie magic over there. Wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Unfortunately, I'm currently with the Santa Claus, so I will take my Fifth Amendment right and go elsewhere. Oh no.
Let me remind you, Smoke, that if your pixies have violated the treaty with Santa, it means that you're declaring war on the Unsleeping City.
I can assure you, Epona, that is not the case. At least, not my crew, at least.
So then I'll ask you that you consider and help us.
Hey, that's why I defeated, Godzilla, Bugzilla in Times Square. So,
Charlie butts in. She's like, "You defeated."
hey, Wolf
Hey.
Girl, you need to calm down. I don't want you clawing my face off with your fucking feet things.
Wait, my what? I did what? Like again, she has no idea what happened. She just kind of went through the motions.
Smoke takes out his cell phone, tosses it to her, and be like, "I was recording the whole thing." Want
There's
that?
a full video in HD
She's
that's
like
been filmed
watching
like
it,
phone film.
and she's like, "Who the? That's a wolf person."
As you put a foot through this thing's head and then axe kick its head in half.
Oh
Like,
my god! Did you just see?
Actually, I wonder what it looks like on YouTube. I should upload that.
No, you won't, Smoke.
you guys are having this conversation. You're whole dry heaving, looking at the video. Epona's kind of staring at the two, like, I'll be like, new people. Every time.
I know, right?
It's like freshman.
You hear a voice as Santa is coming back from the sleigh, and you see that sort of like Epona like salutes him, but his face is like wide-eyed and like he's like approaching, kind of like almost mumbling something to himself, and you hear that he goes, "It's gone. It's gone.
Fucking hell.
My
The reindeer?
my list is gone. It was in the
your
glove
groceries?
box of the sleigh. It's where I keep it. It was in the glove box, and it's gone."
Why would you keep the list in the glove box?
Where else would I keep the list?
In your sock?
I can't fit that whole list in my sock.
Don't you fit every person's gifts in the world on your sleigh?
This is a magical bag meant to contain all of the gifts of the world for all of the children of the world. I'm not gonna put my list in the bag.
You can't
What?
make a magical sock. What the fuck is this world?
I thought you just memorized them all.
Memorize the list of thousands upon millions of names. That's what I'm gonna do.
You're fucking Santa, yeah.
Why would
I mean,
why
what
would
was
someone
it
have taken
like
the
that?
list?
What'd you say, Smoke?
Why would someone have taken the list?
Oh, wait, does that mean
It's
they
useless
know what
without
every
you,
person
isn't it?
is in the world? They have all of their addresses.
That's not how the name works. The list works. It is a list of names. The naughty and nice list is just a list of names. But now that
So
you're
how the fuck do you know where they live, but you don't know the names?
Magic.
because I'm Santa.
I hate you!
When I read the name, or when my clones read the name, it tells them geographically where the person is. It doesn't work the same way for like if you were to read the list.
So what's
It's kind of a
the value
it's
the
kind of a
list?
security measure, like where like we don't have email, so
And
we
you
don't get
can't-
sent a
You
verification
can't
email.
make a magic sock?
No, I can't make a magic sock.
So then what's the is the list like a list of souls? Is it their instead of being their location, is it just them?
Perhaps I guess in a way the naughty and nice list is, well, it's a list of the naughty. Wait. If there were a person who had bad intentions, right, who stole the list, they would know the names of all of the corruptible souls in the world, as well as those who are, at least in my eyes, as one of the denizens of the good and the evil, the most vile.
I thought you said they can't get their
Wait, I thought-
addresses. What's it gonna matter?
They would still know the names. They would know the people.
Yeah,
They-
but I thought that I mean is it does it have like a ranking on the list, like the naughtiest people on top, or
Is it like 1 to 6 million?
yeah, because
or...
anything could be naughty. Like it could be naughty could go
Well-
from like selling people to
Well,
like, just like
rest assured, Diego,
Well,
Stealing
like-
candy.
the mantle of Santa Claus is the final say on which side of the list a person is placed. Now, the I don't know, the concept of of good and evil is obviously a very gray line. You know, perhaps a person that is a conqueror or some sort of overlord who enslaves thousands and rules a land all of it on his own could be viewed as evil, but perhaps in his culture, you know, conquest is considered the most righteous thing that you can do. So in their eyes, it's actually very good and worthy. You know, a person that sells people probably is on the naughty list in any aspect, unless what if the people that they're selling are bad people? What if they are full murderers and, you know, people that commit crimes?
is there?
You would be.
I mean, it's
This is your first time, right? Your first time in the Unsleeping City? the bad people in the market go for a lot of money.
Especially for spells.
For
Is
spells?
What is wrong with you people?
Is there a way that we can track down the list? Like, is there any kind of like magical signal that we can follow?
Does it have a
or-
GPS on it?
A GPS? A GPS. Next thing you're gonna ask is that I have a bunch of my elves using iPads and things to make toys and you know.
Don't?
Actually, now
Who
that
wants
you
a
mention
North
it,
Pole full of elves with iPads and laptops? I don't. That just kind of
Now
takes
you
away the whole
mention it.
aesthetic.
Who the fuck is
now
gonna
you mention
say
it,
it?
have you tried? Santa, now that you mention it, have you tried Find My iPhone? Or I guess Find My
Yeah, why
List?
haven't you made it digital yet? This is what happens.
I'm
I
not
gotta-
going
I
to
gotta
sit here and be
restart this
lectured
one.
by two people who are brand new to the Unsleeping City about what Santa should do about with the Santa's list.
How long have you
Maybe
been the new
Santa
Santa?
should lose his list.
Well, first I heard
Okay.
you've been the new Santa for like a year.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Enough of this.
Hold. Just, Santa. What do we gotta do?
I don't know. I don't know yet. What I do know is that there is a way to track the list on my end, and in order to do that, I need to go back to the North Pole. This is quite bad. So, the naughty and
long will
nice
that
list
take?
is something that we work very hard on at the North Pole.
And you only have one copy.
Yes, we only have one copy, right?
Okay, I mean-
But that doesn't mean I'm the only one who knows the names on the naughty and nice list.
I thought you said you didn't memorize them.
New girl. Let him talk.
Mystical beings are stupid.
Okay. Look. I'm sure that you understand by now that the list isn't a physical list. Do you understand?
I do now.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is very important that I have on me, because if that were the case, it would be easily, taken by any random person. Okay. That being said, you know that basically St. Peter reached out to me and said that, it was crazy for him to be kept in his book and for me to keep a list at the same time, and that it would both, so we can't sort out or consolidate the effort, and I got reached out to by, the old, and he points downwards by old,
Hey, that's a yeah. If we begin to bring up the connotations of that, it
right.
mess
So,
up
for those
guys.
of you who don't know, he points to you, Charlie, and Henry. The list is not just a list of naughty and nice as far as who gets presents on Christmas. It is also a consolidation document by both of the very prominent realms as to who is allowed to go there.
Can you change the list? Can you alter it?
Can I? You know how much work goes into making that list? I can't just change it.
Not you specifically, but could
What
somebody
can
else
you do?
do a ritual to change the list?
Look, I don't
Like,
think
they want to
anybody
put
could just.
themselves
I don't
in
think
nice
anybody could
column.
just write on the list. Okay, you'd have to have some pretty strong magic to be able to overcome the wards that are on the thing.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, we still don't know who took it. If
Like,
the fairies
Dream?
did attack, like Hoarde, do I know about the fairy realm and the king and queen, all that stuff?
Oh, Oberon and Titania?
Yeah.
I
Would
honestly,
they be
I
powerful
don't
enough
know.
to change the list?
If they are the king and queen of an entire people, not just the people, but entire realm, I suppose that if it was them who put the hit out on me, I guess they may possess the magic for some, but for them to make a move against Santa on December is an extremely risky and ill-planned plan.
Then there's gotta be something else at play.
How about nod, Santa?
Huh. When Smoke says nod, Charlie, you feel this welling up of magical energy. Like the world suddenly welling up inside you, and suddenly, like, on the corner of your eye, like, just enough to where you see it, and then you look in that direction and it's not there, but you see the face, that gray baby's face
Creepy.
again, like, in that corner of your vision, that again whispers, heed the words of Lazarus. You look towards it, and it is gone. You see that he goes, well, suffice to say, I have much work I need to do. I'm already
Santa?
behind schedule.
Santa,
Yes.
weird question. I'm not even sure that I wasn't tripping on mushrooms when this happened, but do you know anything about like a baby with like Lazarus? It's gray.
A gray baby named Lazarus? Is that what
it
you're
could be
asking me?
his name. I don't know. He said heed the words of Lazarus.
What?
I don't know who these people are.
Charlie, what are you talking about?
I've spoken to this of you before, but my vision, my acid trip down the fucking rabbit hole. I mean, the baby thing.
You want me to,
Oh,
you want me to go out? You want me to somehow find the list and figure out if there's a gray baby on it named
No,
Lazarus?
I just didn't know if you knew anything about. Do you know anything?
I know many things. Santa's very disoriented right now, having just been attacked and almost swallowed by a bug version. Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and then not seen yourself in the mirror? It was just a giant bug slug.
Yeah, and
But
still don't
personally,
forget who
no.
pulled you
Yeah,
out.
it's truly horrifying. And right now, Santa needs to wind down a little bit. But also, I have tons of work that I need to do still.
Wait, hold up, because we need answers, and I'm gonna grab Henry and pull more. These men right here, he fought for our country. More importantly, he fought for you, Santa. He pulled you out of that slug.
You see that
saved
he
your
see that
life.
he sits onto his he takes a sit onto the side of his sleigh. He pats onto one of his legs. And he goes, "Come take a seat on Santa's lap, young man."
Gross.
Dude, I'm 23. I'm not sitting in anybody's lap.
Oh, dude, you don't even kind of, all right, and like I like throw myself up, like I'm like half cheeking it, like I'm not like fully sitting on his lap, like I'm doing like the like extended leg, like kind of like, but like everything else is like leaning on his knee, and I pull out.
I'm gonna look at Smoke and whisper, dude, I think the new guy's trying to give Santa a lap dance.
I'm just.
He's doing a
pulling my
bad
flag.
job at it.
Now, young man, what is your name?
Henry.
Henry.
Stahl.
It is good to meet you, Henry. I am likely not the Santa you may have met years ago in your childhood. However, I wish you to know that we have all appreciated the work that you've done for New York and everything else that exists, all of life that exists. So, as a show of good faith, why don't you tell Santa what it is you want for Christmas?
Do I
RPG.
got like, do I got like a limitation?
What?
Is it like anything?
What is it that you want for Christmas? Like, I don't know if you remember how to do this with Santa, but there's not a whole lot I'm allowed to ask you, otherwise the magic doesn't work.
What I guess I'd take like some pretty cool, now that I know like magic is a thing and wizards and fuck you. You're a real person I'm having a conversation with. You got like magical like boxing gloves, not boxing gloves, but like like something to make me have a little thwump on my hands now that I'm gonna have to be fighting trolls and bad versions of you and who probably like the gingerbread man's up next or some shit. I don't.
I assure you the gingerbread man is entirely under control.
Is he still in that prison you put him in?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, yeah, by the gods, yes.
Yeah.
He is out of
Libido Loca. No, I'm just kidding.
Honestly, his favorite song.
I'm kidding. Charlie wouldn't know that.
Guys, the gingerbread man is a fucking animal.
His name's Ginger.
Yeah. Got out a couple Christmas
Dude,
back.
Smoke, you remember that Christmas where he was like fucking like
It's like
going
the
around
sex
like a
scene.
pub girl
It's
as a
like,
gingerbread man? Almost broke the umbrella canna.
Dude, I was in the fucking window shooting him. Of course
Dude,
I
he was
remember
like-
that shit.
He was like soaking himself in not even drinking, just soaking his gingerbread in alcohol.
Okay.
He was
Like
so
he-
fucked up.
Yes.
What he did to the police force was kind of fucked up.
Understand that a lot of
He
things that
looked
come from the North Pole are either very good or very bad. We've done our part to make sure that most of them are kept under wraps, under control. But sometimes they escape. As for you, Henry, Santa has heard what you've asked for Christmas. And as such, I may have to ask my elves to do a little bit of an edit on my list.
I mean, once you get it back.
Was,
Yeah, the
was
one that
I
you
on
can't
the
fight.
naughty list, Santa?
What?
Is that what you meant by that?
By me asking you what you wanted for Christmas?
No, you said do a little edit on your list. Was I on the naughty list?
Do you want to know where you're at on the list?
I thought you said you didn't memorize it. I hate you.
You know, it's probably best I don't know.
Henry, it's not like he knows anyways.
All right. He kind of like scoots you off of his lap and he says, "Well, this has been enlightening. Anyway, you see that he goes and does like this loud like finger whistle in his mouth. And you see like a bunch of like the flying reindeer come back, like -1 obviously. And let's just like land in the park. He begins to hitch them back up to the sleigh. And looks over and he goes, I will be in the North Pole. I need to tell some people what happened. I need to tell, oi, Mrs. Claus.
Which reindeer died again?
Dancer. I'm sorry, Dasher, not Dancer, Dasher. He says, if you hear anything about the list, the fate of the world may depend on it. I don't know. I really don't know, but I'm going to figure things out on my end. It's been a pleasure work with you. You see that he on Dasher, on Dancer, on Prancer, on Dasher.
Before you go,
Oh boy.
Before you go,
Huh?
I'm gonna take a piece of paper. I'll conjure my magical pen, which is the only thing that I can do for this class, and write down like I'm gonna ask everybody for their number and write down a piece of paper, and give it to Santa and be like, if you can find any way to track down the list, let us know and we'll take care of it.
Understood.
Oh,
He's in the
also,
group chat now.
if you have any recommendations on the next Santa, can it be me?
You want to throw your hat in the gauntlet for the next to be Santa?
Harry, did you put your name in the goblet of fire?
Yeah.
Do you think you have what it takes to be Father Christmas?
Sure do.
More like drunk Uncle Christmas.
There have been drunk Santas.
Oh god. That explains the 2012
More to
Christmas
come.
that I had.
So wait, that song Santa ran over Grandma with his sleigh.
That was years ago. He's not Santa anymore. Moving on.
So was that the drunk Santa?
Wait, so did you really kiss Michael Jackson's mum?
I haven't personally, no. We have records upon records of all of the Santas that have ever been. I'm sure if you wanted to find that one that has been kissing mothers, it's there.
I gotta ask, what's the coolest person you've ever met?
He doesn't meet them, they're asleep, dummy.
Oh, you
Like-
telling me that all these rich people are now partying out with Santa, especially if they're awakened to the Unsleeping City?
You mean humans? Like which human is the coolest?
Yeah. Like, who's the most famous person you've met?
My money's on Nicki Minaj.
I was thinking something like Flavor Flav. Dude, that dude looks like that's not a normal person. That's a person that does fairies and shit all the time.
Listen, people don't catch Santa Claus. I've never met anyone. I think as far as like who I've met, maybe like you lot.
off.
Aw, that's sweet.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Charlie,
I'm
don't
gonna
be
throw my
rude.
hat in the name
Understood.
of whatever you said.
Anyway,
remember this next time you come into the city, Santa. The mobs helped today.
yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Anyway, you may want to stand back. On Dancer, on Prancer, on Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. And you see that the
It's so sad.
Santa lifts off the ground, becomes enveloped in a mystical snowy flurry that conceals him, and just like that, he's gone on the snowy winds.
The fuck did the camera go? Says the police.
As they take off, you see that a bunch of the human cops look as this weird like shadow treads up with the sleigh. They all look where the sleigh was. It has like disappeared since. They all stare for a long time and just go, "Yep, I guess that truck got the Camry off to the impound lot. It's good. What a night!" And they all just walk away.
Cops, man, they stand around for 2 hours.
Guys, before we leave the park, I gotta do something. Do you guys want to go anywhere after this, or?
I gotta go talk to a few folks.
I wanna.
Yeah, same. I'm actually gonna hang around the park for a bit, and then I'm gonna head to the Gramercy.
What's today?
I'll meet you at the cult.
What is today?
Cool. Today, what day is today?
Today's it's a few days before Christmas.
Fuck! I have my battle tonight. Fuck!
You gotta fight tonight?
Yes! I have to
Wait,
fight Tigger. Oh god.
You fight? You fight.
I don't like it, okay? I have to. If I don't, then, you know.
Wait, they allow you to fight?
Charlie.
I mean,
I don't think.
I have to. Travis is my brother. He's got cancer, and
I don't think she knows what's happening to her.
What do you mean? What's happening to me?
Dude, when you get mad, like what happened before, I'm gonna run it down for you real quick. You turn into a giant wolf.
You're gonna fucking kill someone.
Yeah, you gotta cut that shit out if you're fighting.
I've been doing this for years.
Look, dude, I'm gonna get real closer. I'm gonna be like, I got some primo shit. If you need to calm down before a fight,
I mean,
like, I don't usually sell, but I'll give you a couple grams if you really need to chill out.
I'm usually fine when I go into the ring. I mean, I get there, I'm prepared. I'm not really enthusiastic about it. I don't really like fighting, and then I kind of go fuzzy for a little bit, and then I wake up and I won. It kind of happens like that every time.
Yeah, this time might go a little bit different. You might kill somebody.
Might is a very strong word.
Can't do that, or what's his name?
Look, anyway you can get this fight off, like.
Fuck, take a goddamn dive before you kill
Don
someone.
Confetti.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're gonna have to take a dive. I'm with Smoke on this one.
I'm already supposed to take a dive in the 5th. If I don't, Don's gonna have my fucking arse.
So, then in that case, just don't get mad.
Does that name like ring a bell to me?
Digger or Digger?
I just said Don.
Oh, the Don? Well, you only know one. Like, you know of many Dons, but they're, like, the importance of them is very small. You know what I mean? Don just means the head of a particular family, and you know that there are heads of different mob families. But there's only one of them that means anything to you.
Wolf Girl, which Dawn?
What do you mean, which Don? Don Confetti, of course. Don Confetti, who's got my fucking tits in his hands. I mean, God, if I don't go down, I'm not gonna make the budget.
You fight for the boss?
I suppose. I mean, he's my boss for now.
He's my boss.
You're like a hitman or something. How's he your boss? You don't work at the club.
Okay, walk through that sentence one more time, sweetheart. I'm a hitman. Don is a mob boss.
He's a what?
How much do you not know?
Probably everything. Nobody tells me anything, okay? I go, I fight, I go back home, I feed my brother, and that's literally it.
Actually, who runs this one? Who runs the fight?
The person who runs that club, like under that, her name is Isabella Infierno.
Isabella. All right, we're gonna have to come with me. I'm gonna go talk to the Dawn anyway.
Okay, I follow.
Okay. It's been a long night. Like, it is still, again, it is late into the night. Do you guys want to go at night, or do you want to take the opportunity to take the sleep?
I'd rather go to bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Listen,
smoke.
let's wait till the morning. I mean, I have a brother.
No.
I gotta go home and make sure he's okay.
You can go. I'll give him your name, but job isn't done until I report in.
Alright, well, I've got to go. Travis is probably eating macaronis and getting into all my Vegemite. Oh my god, I told him. Oh.
You guys are having this conversation. Diego, your phone buzzes. Yeah, your phone does begins to buzz. Do you check it?
Who's calling me? What's your
Nobody's
message?
calling you. You get a message from it is Amelia of Anna and Amelia, of Alejandro's granddaughters. Amelia has sent you a message saying, or I'm sorry, not Amelia. Esther has sent you a message saying, "Hey, good news. Alejandro's I think Alejandro has something on Charlie."
I'm gonna text back. Okay, I'll be back in about. What time is it now?
It's late, bro. It's probably close to like 3 in the morning, 2-3 in the morning.
Oh, I text her. I'll be there in about an hour.
Okay.
I got to take care of some business.
She says, "Okay, like cool, but we need her here." But he needs her here.
Okay, we'll take care of that tomorrow.
You hear that she goes, she sends you a message. She says, "Okay, I'll let him know. Okay, I'll let him know. In the meantime, how did the battle go?"
I'm just gonna say, dope.
Thumbs up.
I'm gonna explain after, like, Santa got kidnapped. He got turned into like a weird, not turned, but he was being used to produce clone Santas that were defective. He's good now. We got him, but somebody stole the naughty or nice list.
You see that she like the ellipses pops up like she's sending a message, then go away, at like for a few long moments, and she responds with, "Holy shit, that's not good."
Yeah, he kind
It's this
of let us know that. Yeah, if you need me to swing by, I'll be by in a bit, but I gotta take care of something first.
She just says, "Okay, cool, sounds good."
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna turn to everybody and be like, all right, I guess we are in this shit now. So let's meet up at the Gramercy tomorrow to do a tactical meeting. Let's call it that.
Are you
Charlie,
saying that? I was there. Are you saying that to
Charlie,
Esther? Or are
we
you
need
saying
you
that
to
to
be
the
there.
gang?
No, I'm saying that to the gang.
in the
Okay.
group chat.
I'm gonna tell Charlie, like, Charlie, you need to be there tomorrow. Alejandro wants to talk to you.
She just texts back, K.
Well, did everybody leave already? I thought what they were.
Everyone left while you were talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
well, then
fully
I'm gonna
like say that, look up, and like you're the only one left there with Henry.
Hey.
Hey, you got any plans?
I don't swing that, do I?
I leave him on red.
You wanna? Hey, not like that. I'm gonna go talk to some homeless people. You wanna come with?
Bitches.
No. I don't know if you saw me get thrown into the side of a building and died a couple times. I'm gonna go rest up.
Cool, man. Go get some sleep.
I'll catch up with you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Stop by the Gramercy.
Sure.
And since I'm already at the park, I wanna like go look for some like homeless people, because of my background, like the homeless know me and they're like friendly towards me. So I just wanna find somebody that might have seen what happened to Santas, like somebody that I know is awakened to the Unsleeping City.
Interesting. Give me a. What check is this gonna be?
It could just be either or. Like I roll d20, if I get a certain result, I know somebody. If I don't, then I don't.
It's so your background kind of makes it that everybody's friendly towards you. I'll say this: give me a persuasion check, but do it with advantage.
Got it. Persuasion. That's a 14.
14. You see that there's a ton of homeless here. They kind of started to slowly return back. You kind of like stay back as everybody takes off. And over like the time now that the sleigh is like gone and the police the crime scene has been, you know, taken down, they start to like return to their different parts of the park. You meet this guy who, again, you know him, and the reason that you know that he is of the Unsleeping is like this guy in this full trench coat, hat, like you can't see his face or like his hands are in his pocket. He's got like real baggy pants on, and like you can't see it because of his shoes. And that's because this dude is a dude made of all rats. Like, he's a guy that is fully like a bunch of rats that are constantly stacked on top of one another and running around to maintain this humanoid figure. Do
I know him, or is this my first time seeing him?
I mean, you know of like you. I'll ask you this instead. Does Diego often associate with the homeless, or does he?
Yeah, he like whenever he has like a bit of free time, he like works in like a soup kitchen, helping out the homeless and stuff like
He's
that.
a Lobo.
No, he's not.
Too bad.
Yeah, you know this guy. His name is Vermilion.
That's a color.
And vermin, a million vermin, Vermilion.
Oh, that's smart, but it's also a color.
And you come up to him while he's just kind of like returning. You see that he's not like walking back to his spot. It's just like a big swarm of rats coming from all over out of drains and stuff that come and coalesce into that person, that being, and just end up like sitting like on a park bench and are just being out of the way. You see that they come over and they're just like, hey Diego, what's up, man?
Hey Verm, crazy night, huh?
I'll see. All these weird tumor deer things.
What do you wait? What do you say?
He said all these weird, he said all these weird tumor deer.
Tumor deer? What do you mean tumor deer?
He goes, oh, you know, he's like the big guy over there with the boat, with the weird shiny boat. One of his deer was all tumored up and stuff.
Tumored up? I don't have time. Did you see how the sleigh went down?
You see, he goes, well, whatever it was, it had this like light coming from it. It was some crazy magic stuff, man.
Can you explain it to me? What kind of magic? Like, do you see some
the
fairies?
green kind?
The green kind? Could I do an Arcana check to kind of like discern what he's talking about?
Yeah, go ahead and make an Arcana.
12.
12. Vermilion is not very intelligent, and he's giving you very vague stuff, so you're not really able to pick out what it is. You are able to kind of probably guess, though, that, like, what he means by, like, the boat is probably Santa's sleigh. And the only kind of magic, like, Santa doesn't use magic that's green. None of his magic is green colored. The only magic you ever seen that is green is like the ward breaking kind.
The ward breaking, like breaking the, like, yeah, I get what you mean. All right. I mean, do you see anything else? I can pay for the information. I'm gonna like take out like a piece of like cheese out of my pocket.
You see that he like reaches out like his hand, like the sleeve that just kind of like hangs at the end, and it full like couple of rats explode out of the end, begin to grab the cheese from you.
I'm gonna pull it away and be like, hey.
They fall to the floor. He goes, "Oh, why you gotta do that, man?"
Oh, come on, Verm. You know how this works.
He goes, "Look, not a lot of people around here saw anything, but I'll say we did see two guys around here, and then there was a third one later on, but there were two guys first. They were like, the small kind. The flying small kind."
Fucking pixies. Oh god. Okay. Shit, that's not good. Okay, fine. Thank you for the. What about the third guy? What was the third guy like?
The formal kind. Nice guy, nicely dressed, well, like, definitely has a lot of money.
Not a tiny guy.
No, bigger guy. Nice black suit on. He came by looking around, poking around at stuff like a little bit later. He had what do you call it? The thing with the handle that you carry?
The briefcase?
Briefcase!
Oh, that's just smoke. Yeah, that's fine. The two flying guys were here before, right?
Yeah, somewhere around the time when the fat guy landed.
Around the time the fat guy landed. Okay. Wait, around the time or before the fat guy landed? This is important.
No, so the fat guy landed, and then the small guy showed up, and then green light, and then the fat guy was gone.
Okay, got it. All right. That's good enough. I'm gonna give him the piece of cheese and be like, and if you hear anything else, just stop by the crib. Send one of your people. Stop by, and we can talk.
You see that his whole body falls apart as the mice all fall as one large cluster and begin to swarm around the cheese, and then they slowly start to format into like the humanoid shape. But now you have uncovered a piece of information.
Great. I'm gonna head home.
Okay, head home.
I'm gonna head to the Gramercy first.
Heard. Are you staying at? They have like bunks and stuff there. Are you staying at the Gramercy Occult Society, or are you staying somewhere else?
Yeah, I'll stay, and I'll take maybe like an hour or two before I go to sleep to look over books, like see if I can find anything on the list, Santa, nod.
Got it.
Green light, actually, I'm gonna look specifically for ward breaking lights.
Cool, got you. So
magic.
You head to the Gramercy Occult Society. Henry, what's your night like?
I think he's pretty much just gonna go to your local watering hole. Actually, he's literally going to go back to the same bar that he left. Following those girls out, and just literally like sit down like it was just another night, order the same drink, and contemplate on the everything he took in, and after probably a couple drinks, just get some sleep, and yeah.
All right. You don't. Do you want to do? Do you want to do anything in this little bit of like? I say downtime, but it's really just like, do you want to do anything with the couple of hours that are left in the day?
I want to get healed up, so whatever I gotta do to do that.
Yeah, you'll definitely just heal up from like a long rest. You stop. I mean, you at some like you stop by, realize you haven't like eaten all day, and there's like a guy selling like dumplings,
Oh.
like street dumplings that like you managed to get a couple of, and like they heal you like maybe a hit point or two, before getting back to the bar. You see that there's a new bartender there at like the super late shift who's like there. Like he like gives you your drink as normal, kind of leaves you alone. But yeah, like other than that, your night's pretty uneventful.
Alright.
Smoke. What does Smoke do?
Smoke is hopping in a car and heading back over to where he met. I can't remember the person where we were earlier in the session. Essentially, like the club.
Which club? Which club?
The one where the Don was, where he had the conversation with Felix. I think that's
The
what his
pizza,
name was.
the pizza place?
Yeah, the pizza place. Yeah,
Oh, Anamana Pizza.
I work there.
Onomata Pizza. Yes, Onomata Pizza. Like he's trying to find like someone who's still around, someone who like has contact with like the Dawn and who like has a like in a position to like disseminate information.
Yeah, you pull up to the pizza place, the pizza joint, and you see that standing outside of the place, smoking a cigarette, is Lucio, the guy you met last session, who's kind of like an inside friend. You get out of the car and he goes, "Aye, oh, Smoke, I was just about to text you, man. Look, you got a second?
Yeah, I thought you were heading out of town.
Hey, listen, I figured I had a little bit of time before I could head out to get you some of that information you was asking for.
Yeah, what's up?
Look, fuck, man, I really shouldn't even be telling you this.
What'd you do?
I didn't do nothing. I ain't do nothing. But I think the Pixies are making a bad move, man.
DM, refresh my memory. Pixies, is that the name of our group or like a group like
The
like
Pixies
side-
Pixies is a race, right? Is a race. You know that the Don Confetti is the Don of the Confetti family, right?
Mhm.
The Confetti family is a family of Pixies. They're all Pixies.
Okay.
So when he says the Pixies, you know that he's talking, and also as a consigliere, he probably shouldn't be saying bad things about the family that he serves under. And you know that, and you see that he goes, "Hey, have you seen a Pinky or Twinkle anywhere?"
Don't tell me it was fucking them. Lucio, do not tell me it was
Look,
fucking
listen,
them.
man, I'm not telling you shit. All right, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just
Hypothetically.
Right.
If-
Hypothetically, I'm saying all I'm hypothetically thinking about, right, is that there's news that old Saint Nick, right, that old Chris Kringle, right,
Yeah.
ran into some bad luck. Now I know, right? I know, and I know that you know, we don't fuck with Santa during the holiday. That's how
Yeah.
it goes.
That's how it goes.
However, I overheard somebody in the Don's office, not saying who, I'm not saying who was in the Don's office, talking about getting Santa out of the way. Next thing I know, I don't hear a word from Pinky or Twinkle. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry. That's all I'm hypothetically thinking.
Yeah. Hypothetically, let's just say that Santa's list ain't with Santa no more.
You see his eyes go big. He's like smoking his cigarette like very frantically. His eyes go big when you say that. He crushes the cigarette in his hand, kind of just like out of like a bit of like frustration, before he he lets go of his tension. It's fully like bent and crooked. He takes one big puff, flicks it off into the alleyway, and he goes, "Hypothetically, that's not some good fucking news, bud."
Yeah, hypothetically, let's just say some big ass. You seen the news recently?
Listen, man, my head's been down trying to get this information for you. I haven't seen shit.
Hands him the phone. That's what took Santa.
You see that he goes, "What the fuck is this?"
Don't know fucking clue, man. It's hard as hell to take down.
Oh, no. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Hypothetically, and this is a real big stretch here, would our illustrious boss be making moves against a Santa? This is all hypothetical. Because if so, we might have to start looking for new employment.
Fuck. This is bad. But, like, all I can think of is, like, what... You see that he kind of, like, lowers his voice, kind of pulls you into the back alley, and he goes, "Bro, what does the Dawn has the game with getting the fucking list, bro?"
I don't fucking know. The way how Santa was talking about that shit, it's recruiting top talent. Gives you a list of, like, the toughest, baddest dudes in the world. If the Don's making a move against someone, if he's planning to start some shit, he's gonna need some badass dudes.
Look, we do business, but I don't know if getting the baddest guys is the good idea, all right? There's a reason they're the baddest guys. We do questionable things around here, but I'm not in the business to be doing the worst of the worst.
Agreed. I got in this business with protection, not this shit.
All right. Well, look, like I said, I'll keep digging for you. I'm heading out here soon.
Before you go, Lucio, don't get yourself murdered, all right?
Me? Look, if you come in to kill me, know that you're gonna die as well. All right? That's just how it goes. But I hear what you're saying. I'll keep my head down.
Yeah. Don't roll with any pixies for a while. Roll with humans you can trust.
You see that he takes two fingers, and very, like, kind of strongly pokes them into your chest. He goes, "You too. You fucking hear me?"
Yeah. I gotta go give the Don my report about Santa Claus now.
And then get out of there, all right?
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
He already gave you some time off. Take it. There's no point in getting yourself killed over something that you don't have to have a part of.
Let's just say I'm a sucker for pain.
You see that he puts a hand on your shoulder and he goes, "Look, I know when we took you in, you were chasing some ghosts, right? You were looking for some people, right? You had some leads you needed to follow. I didn't ask you any questions because it's not my business. But you can't follow them if you're dead."
I'll think about it.
That's all I ask, bud. That's all I ask. You see that he gives you like a light punch into your chest and he goes, "Take it easy, bud. pulls out another cigarette, lights it, and he walks down the street, disappearing off into the night. All you can see the single burning ember from the end of his cigarette, as Lucio has vanished.
Oh shit. Guess I gotta go talk to the Dawn. Heads inside. Oh fucking hell.
All right, we are going to ask one last person. Charlie, what do you do with the rest of your night?
Well, first thing, she stops by the market, gets a couple things, some toast. Well, I guess bread. Toast it later. Some Vegemite, of course. Then heads home to see Travis, her little brother. Going in, of course, she sees that he's still on the telly.
He's like fully in like white t-shirt, his underwear, and his socks, sitting on like, you have like this little throw rug in the very center of the living room, or like couch throw rug TV. He's sitting on the throw rug watching TV. It's like late night, like noir crime films. Like you come in, like you open the door, right where just on the television, the good detective opens the door and he goes, "Stop right there, you dirtbag." Like you open the door, he opens the door, freaks him out a little bit, and he goes, "Oh, that's cool." Like,
Trav, what have I told you about the late night shows? Okay, turn off the flick. It's time for bed.
I don't, but listen, the best shows come on at the night.
I don't care. Get yourself in bed. Come on.
All right. You see that he takes the remote, turns the TV off.
I don't like you watching such violent stuff, Real world isn't like that. There are no bad guys or good guys. Just get in bed.
He goes, yeah. He goes, all right. Well, he goes, but like, he goes, you know what's, I'm sorry. He gets up. He's kind of like, he's real frustrated. And he goes, you see that he goes, yeah, I guess, he goes, there's not any bad guys, but like, he goes, what do you, I know I asked you before, but what do you think of boxing?
You shouldn't, why?
He goes, cause I was watching it, and, it's so cool.
Look,
Like,
Trav, we can talk about boxing when you keep taking your meds, keep seeing the doctor, okay? Once you're healthy enough, then we can talk about it. Maybe I'll bring you in a ring sometime if I can find a gym. I have no idea where one would be.
you see that he goes, fine. He's like, would you understand? He's like, they're debuting a fighter next week. He's like, he's so cool. He's like big. He goes, they call him the Digger because he digs his opponents to graves.
You will not be watching that. No, you can't watch that. It's rated R, I think. Yep.
But it's public telly.
It's there's gonna be nudity.
on the telly.
Yep. So you can't watch it that night. Go to bed, you little rascal.
Fine. Oh my god. Yeah, fine. And you see they like.
She starts like pretending to box with him and like very purposefully bad, like she has no idea what she's doing. Kind of like grabs him, puts him in a little hole. But,
He goes, that's cheating. That's cheating. That's against the rules.
How's it? What you get? And she's like dragging him into bed.
You throw him into bed, and like you try to put the covers over top, and he's like kicking the covers away. And the two of you are having a nice little laugh as you try to tuck him in. And it is at that moment of where this kind of like serene peace kind of takes the both of you as you're like play wrestling. He begins to cough pretty bad. He starts to kind of like have one of his fits again.
Trav, I know I was busy today, but did you take your meds? I told you can't forget.
You see that he goes, but I did. Will you roll me an insight, please?
Oh God.
In the arms of
Sorry, didn't have my sheet pulled up. Insight, not gonna be good. 7.
7. Okay, he seems like he's telling the truth. You look over to like his bedside counter, where he's got like a little day planner of his meds, like his pills and stuff. Today's pills are still in the sorter.
I go over, I take him out, I grab a glass of water, I bring it back to him, and I just go, so what have we... I thought we talked about lying, you know? Remember that B+ last year? That was actually an F? I thought we went over this. I don't like it.
He you say that he has no response, and so he like turns the other way in the bed, like looking against the wall, and like tries to like bring his covers up over his head.
I grab his face and just turn it, and I like put the pills in his mouth. I'm like, take the fuck, you're gonna shove water down his throat.
Hates that.
Good.
You see that he swallows it, wipes the water from his mouth, and he oh, it tastes so bad every time. Oh, this is why I don't like taking them.
I don't care, Travis. This is not a joke. Okay? You will take these every day, and you will get stronger.
But
You
I
will
don't.
get better.
But I don't want to take them.
I don't give a flying fuck what you want, Travis. You will take this medication. There is no question. Travis, you won't make it without it, so get the fuck over it. Mom would not be happy with you right now.
Why's it gotta be me, you know? Like,
Trust me, bruv. If I could make it me instead, I would. I'd take it all.
I wish I could be like you. Be all big and strong and...
I'll tell you what, you don't want tits. They're not fun.
You see that he gives you a laugh and then he goes, no, I mean, like, you know, you don't have to answer to nobody. You do what you want. You know, the pizza place seems like a fun gig.
Trav, everyone answers to somebody, whether in this world or not. Don't think that I'm any different. Now go to bed. It's way past your time.
Fine. But not because you said so.
Yeah, because any other reason. Shut up.
You see that he leans over. He reaches for his light. And just before he turns it out, he literally goes like, I had a weird dream about you the other day.
That's weird.
He goes, no, not like a dream. More of like, I was thinking about, like, what if you were, like, some kind of superhero, you know? Like, what would your powers be? And I was like, my sister, she'd have the powers of, I don't know. Not like, she'd be super strong and, you know, she could, like, mess with people's dreams and stuff. I think that'd be so cool, you know?
If I could have any superpower, I'd have the power to shut you up and send you to bed.
I'm going to bed. You see that he clicks the light out. You head out of his room, and just as you are closing the door, kind of like in that stupor of sleep, you hear him go, you be the defender of all the dreams. And then, the door closes. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video and spread it around to all your friends and family who are into this kind of thing. As always, we are the Adventurer's Guide to Dungeoneering. And remember, It could always be
be
worse. Goodbye.